Good morning, world. Welcome to the CNET stage at CES Las Vegas. We're coming to you live on the last day of the biggest trade show in the world. This is Inside Scoop. I'm Donald Bell, and joining me today are my colleagues Paul Sloan and Roger Chang.
Hey.
Thank you guys for being here on the last day. You're not just zooming out of here.
Finally.
Sayonara. See you later.
I was going to.
Yeah.
I was going to until this showed up.
All right, well, what are we going to talk about today? Let's talk about a few stories that popped up yesterday. Also, there's a few stories we haven't hit on over the past week that I want to make sure are in the definitive digest of our Inside Scoop time here at CNET, at CES. One of which is this idea of the flexible display. This comes up again and again, year after year. But now we have, well, I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We have flexible glass from Corning. Corning showed off what they're calling willow glass, which is a very thin, like business card thin glass that can bend to a certain point, but it still will break if bent all the way, if actually folded.
It's definitely not Gorilla Glass.
It's not Gorilla Glass, but
strength,
but it's the glass
but
that
it's
would be
pretty
covering
flexible. It's pretty amazing.
these flexible screens that everyone's hoping is somehow the future. And actually, that's a good question. Are we hoping that flexible screens are really the future, or is it just like a gee whiz thing that we see year after year?
I believe the industry thinks it's the wave of the future. I don't necessarily know if consumers are aware of the practical capabilities or what the benefits are from a flexible screen, aside from the sort of the gee whiz factor of bending your phone, I guess.
I mean, it's good if you sit on your phone.
Yeah.
But there is, I mean, I am hoping for a flexible future, but I think the version of it I want probably isn't likely. Yeah. I mean, I would like my tablet to be able to roll up like a magazine.
You swat flies with it.
Stick it in your pocket.
We're looking at video now of this flexible glass from Corning. Because we've been seeing, and the second bit I've got here is Samsung has a new flexible display that would go underneath this. We've seen some of the flexible displays too, but you're still going to need a glass like this to cover that display and be able to flex with it. Right. So I do like this idea. I'm sure Apple will probably come up with some wonderful name for it before they put it into an iPhone.
iBendy.
But I think there is something to be said about a more flexible phone. I think that's probably as far as we're going to go with it.
I mean, what we're seeing prototype-wise, Samsung was bending glass over the edge of the phone. There'll be different ways to sort of access information or different ways of displaying information. So, I mean, I guess there are some practical applications.
I saw that was like the, and that's maybe we should move on to that second story. The Samsung's Yum flexible display tech. Display tech here at CES, and yeah, it's kind of like a concept-y phone,
right?
And the idea that because the display can flex over the edges, you can glance information from the edge of your phone.
Exactly.
I still don't know in what context I would be just looking at the edge of my phone.
Don't really know.
But it's there. I still think,
I don't know. It seems to me if the technology advances far enough and is cheap enough and is durable enough, there'll be use cases that we don't see yet.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, tablets could be flexible in a way. They could open up in a sense, more to have a much bigger display that then sort of folds even. I mean, not Surface-like, but in all sorts of ways. There's things we haven't thought of yet. That's all. I mean, I think if you change that, if the display becomes flexible and it really works, we'll see the products catch up to it.
I guess so. And there's always the idea of like the actual the phone built into your shirt cuff or something.
That'd be kind of nice, like a quarterback kind of reading their plays, but it's your phone. But that said, Samsung has already
said. Or for glasses.
The Samsung's already said, I mean, this is a few years away anyway, so these are all still concepts, right?
Still concepts, but I mean, in some ways, I still feel like 4K TVs are a concept too.
True.
I'll take flexible displays over 4K TVs.
You think so?
I agree. Well, for me.
Yeah. Well, we need that's what this needs. It needs the 4K resolution flexible display for me to buy in. All right. Speaking of phones, we also got some time yesterday with the Yoda phone. Roger, you cover mobile.
Yep.
What's your angle on this? What excites you or doesn't excite you about the idea of the phone with the e-ink display on the back side?
I mean, we talked about this a couple days ago, but I'm a little skeptical about it because there's sort of been a history of dual screen phones, and if you look at that history, it's rather, I would say, mixed, but that would even be generous. The phones have none of those phones have done well. There's sort of weird concepts that come out. The most notable was the Kia Ceera phone that had sort of a flip screen that flipped up, and it had a big launch, actually, a really splashy launch, and did nothing. No one cared about it, and I think that's sort of the trend that I saw at CES this year in general with mobile. A lot of smartphones came out, or not a lot, a few smartphones came out. The ones that dominate our attention, like the Yotta phone, the Huawei CNET, the 6.1-inch
Sony's
phablet.
phone?
Well, that one will actually come out. The Yotta phone and the Huawei phone, I'm highly skeptical that will ever make it to the U.S.
Well, when we had the representative from Yotta here yesterday, he was saying that they're already working on like version 2, like that they were already getting like the designs made
Right.
for it.
It's
So this version of it will probably maybe we'll never see anywhere. Like it's just there to be able to show off that the technology works.
What's the use case? What's the pitch for it?
The pitch for it, I guess, is if it's a low power usage thing. If you're running low on the actual screen, you can flip over to the e-ink. It's a mirrored screen, right? So it runs a lot more efficiently.
I would also say that the use case that I saw that made the most sense for me is that it's a way to do multitasking, but you can permanently send something to the back of the phone. If it's an e-ticket, you want to keep that out, but you don't want to be able to have to dig through email or a grocery list or your Sudoku puzzle or something like that. You can always keep that glued to the backside of your phone and not have to.
I like that.
You can keep the rest of the phone off, and there'd be no power to keep that e-ink on the backside of the phone.
Yeah.
But you don't think it's coming to the U.S.?
I'm skeptical. I mean, phones have to run through a fairly rigorous testing process and approval process with the carriers.
Yep.
If they try to sell that phone on its own, it's not going to sell well. I mean, that's the way the cell phone market works
I do
here.
feel like it's a novel enough distinction from the other two-screen phones that it might catch some attention.
Well, that's the thing, though. I feel like it's so different that the carriers have traditionally been very conservative about their phone choices, and this one is so out there that I'm a little skeptical that they're willing to bet on that.
The carriers bit on the Microsoft kin. They can probably bet on this too. All right.
Well, there's a whole lot of drama behind that. There's a reason why Verizon did it, and it didn't turn out so well.
No. So. I am still at least excited about the idea that I don't have to talk about the ever-increasing sizes of smartphones. That this can at least be the size can kind of go back to instead of the screen getting so big, it can just kind of break apart to
And
the
of
other
course,
side.
there'll be the watch phone.
And the watch phone. We should talk about that too. We got a chance to see two of, I think, arguably our favorite watches in this emerging category.
It seems funny to even say watches now, doesn't it?
Of high-end
Like, where's the typewriter category?
phone-connected watch tech. Right, the typewriter. Let's get the old mimeograph out. Pebble Watch, who stopped by here the other day, and are finally shipping their Kickstarter-funded watch that raised over $10 million in their Kickstarter funding phase.
Yeah.
I think even broke Kickstarter, not broke them financially, but broke the idea of how they would do funding.
It made them
of the
reassess
project.
the way they run
reassessed
things.
The way they did things. That's a good way to put
Because
it.
they started to think people aren't going to get these.
This is a very cool watch. I got to hold it, demo it. I saw the way it worked. The guys are very cool, so that's a nice little halo over their product because they're hip guys. But as cool as it was, Brian Bennett was walking around with the Martian Passport watch, which was also around here. And that is a classier watch.
It looks really cool, actually.
Like
it looks like a watch I would buy.
The Pebble is like it's a little bit more Tron inspired.
Yes.
You feel like you're living in the future. But the Martian Passport is like it has more of a throwback to the James Bond, Dick Tracy kind of watch.
You know, like, watches really do have to evolve. I mean, we're all using our cell phones for watches. At this panel CNET had the other day, one of the next big thing panels, they were talking about how no one under 30 wears a watch, which probably isn't entirely true,
Well,
but...
I haven't worn a watch in like 3 or 4 years,
You know,
so...
I'm over 30, but, so I guess they do have to evolve. The thing I like about the Martian watch is it still looks like something you'd buy at a fancy watch store. It's still like a nice piece of fashion. The other one is sort of hip and cool and has all these other features and looks like you're wearing something hip and cool. But
now, if you wanted to actually glance text or something, the display on the Martian watch is very small. You get like one line. It'd be like a nice little stock ticker, but that's about it. Whereas the Pebble watch, you really can get lots of information. You can see like if you're in your active lifestyle, how fast you're riding your bike down San Francisco streets. But the Martian is really going to give you just a glanceable display of one line of text. But it does have a Bluetooth speaker or a Bluetooth microphone built in, so if you want to use it full-on Dick Tracy style.
Were you able to do that?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Weren't we able to do that here?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm being told to press play on the video on my laptop. It's probably going to throw to a commercial. But very cool technology. I don't know. I feel like if they just threw these into an Urban Outfitter, maybe we could get the next generation to buy it on. They're already buying records there, right? You're buying turntables. They can buy old-timey watches, and it could be a whole new market. Like, we won't buy them, but like the teenagers will. The ever-increasingly old-timey watches.
How much do they cost?
Actually, I don't know that information.
Is it like $135, $150? It wasn't that cheap.
The Pebble is about $150.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
No, the Martian one's
Martian's
more.
$299.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And will ship in February, early March.
That's a little on the pricey end.
Yeah.
I don't know, but you're Dick Tracy.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
true.
So
There's
here,
that
no
experience
prices.
is priceless. Yes.
we're getting a look at the Martian watch, going through the motions here.
People were swarming around their booth the other day at one of the events they had here at night. It was pretty. It had some gadget lust appeal.
Yeah. But I mean, maybe it also speaks to the show in general not having a lot of stuff people can lust over. I think that a lot of these little guys are getting a lot of the attention because at least the novelty's there.
Right.
Right.
But
And also, they are trying to do something new, right? I mean, it's not another TV or another laptop, so it's something different.
And it's not a form factor one has to explain.
Right. I think it also goes to this idea of this CES being, you're seeing the increasing faction of Kickstarter-funded technology, of like the independent manufacturers coming in and showing off their stuff. I mean, even to the degree that like the 3D printer folks, the MakerBots and the 3D systems coming through, showing off their gadgets or their technology, and it seems to be evolving year over year. But yeah, we had another one in the lineup here. We had like Happy Fork, the Bluetooth connected fork. I got to do the first look for that the other day.
Did it work?
It worked. Yeah, I mean, it was clearly a demo unit that they've been handing off to a lot of people, so I didn't really want to put it too close to my mouth. Yeah. But it connects to your smartphone to like an app, and it's like a Fitbit for your fork, so that it tracks how long you're eating, how fast you're eating, how many forkfuls there are, how many forkfuls of food. Yeah,
wow.
Especially at CES, where journalists are being shoved free food right out of the gate, and they're horking it down. Is that a word?
Can you put it in a dishwasher?
Of course, don't use forks at CES. We just shovel food in our mouths.
That was one of the comments too. Is that it should be the Happy Spork. Be a little bit more universal as a tool.
Yes.
And then the app will help you track all that data of how fast and how, and also has a little buzzer inside, like a little cell phone motor, to give you some feedback if you're eating too fast.
So wait, if you're with a crowd, it basically shames you?
Yes.
Well, I think you only personally feel it. Yeah.
Stop eating so fast.
That's terrible.
If it was the Happy Spoon, it'd be like shaking the soup off of your spoon.
If it was like Happy Chopsticks, would that work?
Once the technology gets smaller, it'll turn into the Happy Chopsticks, and we can make that happen.
All right.
But yeah, that was, again, it's a small thing, like an upstart company. They haven't even entered Kickstarter funding yet. They're still, like, the demo unit that they were showing me was going to Kickstarter funding in February, and they're hoping to ship it.
That's
towards the
interesting.
end of
I
the
met
year.
a lot of booths here, a lot of companies that were doing that, saying we're just rolling this out. They're putting masking tape over stuff and trying to make it work, and saying we're going to launch on Kickstarter. We're going to launch on Kickstarter. Who knows if it'll be, but if that'll happen. But it's interesting to see at the show that there's so many startups and sort of do-it-yourself kind of companies that are scattered around that are trying to crack through all the noise of all the excitement over 4K TVs.
Right. Well, that's it. I like the forks versus 4K. Yeah. The fork is like $99. The 4K TV is going to be at least $20,000. Right. And so I think the other part of the appeal is that
people give the fork away with the TV.
Well, more than a couple forks
that they're going to they may actually buy. That's actually in their price range to purchase.
No one's going to buy that fork.
I'm not sure I want a smart fork.
At least it's attainable.
It is attainable, yes. I just don't know if I want one.
No.
Again, I don't think I want to be shamed at bust out at the restaurant. Just take the fork out. I don't need your silverware. No.
Right.
I have my own fork. I'm good. That's a little weird.
It's not for everyone.
It is
Nor
not
is
for
4K TVs.
No.
Ultra high def, UHD?
Ultra high def.
Ultra.
Plus, mega, super.
Super duper. All right, another trend that we're spotting here at CES is the wearable tech for your face.
Yes.
We're looking at the Google glasses.
Well, they're not here.
They're not here, but things like that.
They got a lot of other makers and companies that are really excited because once Google's doing something like this, they know it's real and they're going to push the market so much that there's opportunity for smaller companies to either compete or make a product that Google might be interested in buying. But they feel like Google's doing the marketing for them. You know, they don't have to go out there and explain what this is because they just point to Sergey Brin running around with his glasses.
All right. Well, we need to take a break right now, a very short break. We'll be right back, and we're going to go through all the different ways that wearable technology can fit on your face and give you the future. Scoop here at CES 2013, and we've been talking about wearable technology. We've been talking about why not?
We don't have Donald's microphone?
Yeah.
You have my microphone. Ah. Okay. We are back with the Inside Scoop. We are back at the CNET stage here with Inside Scoop.
Oh, that just threw me
and
off.
we have been talking. Sorry, we're having microphone issues, and we've been talking about wearable technology and all the various things at the show that we have been seeing. Whether it's, I guess, a fork wearable.
You bring it with you wherever you go, I guess.
Oh yes. Well, you take it. I still don't understand the health issues. But
I think
what
if you
about
got, like, a
Oculus? We
little
want to
holster
talk
for your
about the
fork.
Oculus Rift VR headset.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tell us about that, Roger.
Well, what it is basically two large screens mounted to a helmet over your head. There's some motion sensors there, so when you move your head, you hook into a game, and it's like you're moving left and right. It follows where your head moves. So it is sort of this augmented reality. It's sort of a new way to play video games. It is following a trend of startups trying to push niche technology. This is like this. There's duct tape holding this thing together. It's really just sort of new technology. It's a concept. But these guys are enthusiastic. They want people to develop on this. It's cool technology.
And
But now this isn't really an augmented reality tech so much.
It
right?
is not in the definition that sort of the wireless industry has
Unless you
come
have
to
like a camera mounted on it to be able to see where you're going.
But you are moving. You're just sort of you're stationary, but your head moves, and so it feels like you're going left and right. And one of my colleagues mentioned that when he was moving, there's a controller that actually moves the character in the game, it feels like gliding. You feel like you're gliding because it's so realistic. It sort of fools your brain to think you're actually moving, even though you're just sort of sitting in a chair and kind of virtually moving forward.
So we're finally making good on the Lawnmower Man promise.
Oh yeah.
Of just like getting strapped in the chair with like a catheter and then your Oculus Rift headset.
Extra, actually. That's the bonus. So.
It's an upsell.
Yes.
It's a bundle. Great. Well, I'm a little bit scared of this particular technology, although I'm sure it's amazing to live in your 3D universe. I'd rather have the holodeck, frankly, than something strapped onto my face.
That's version 3.0, actually.
It's the holodeck.
So, yeah, it's the
get
holodeck.
the MakerBot people on here.
Yeah, exactly.
To team up with Oculus Rift, and then we'll have the holodeck. Possibly.
There you go.
Never.
Yeah.
It's never going to happen. Well, so that use is mostly, I would think, for gaming.
Yes.
Or maybe some kind of like professional application if you're trying to live inside of like an engine block.
Like a virtual tour of Italy. I mean, you could run through it. You turn your head to look left and right. I mean,
that actually would be perfect here in Vegas because they already have the technology where they pump in the different scents to help keep you gambling and keep you happy. They could pump in the aromas of Italy and put the Oculus Rift.
Yeah, that would totally work.
All right, let's talk about maybe doing a Kickstarter for that later on. Now, Paul, you did a great piece here on a way to kind of take the existing augmented reality technology out there, but make it more immersive. Can you tell me about
this? Is a really fascinating company. Small company. They've been around for, 5 years or so out of San Diego, and have done some impressive things in the past. It's called Innovega. And what they've done they're in, the whole, do we call it the augmented reality eyeglass space now? And, with Google and the others. But what they've done is create a way to be fully immersive. So with the Google Glasses and others, you see these postage stamp kind of things of your Twitter feed or other text or ads or whatever else media might pop up beside your eye. Do we want to show a little bit of the video of this?
We have a video for this one too.
Because it really, even just a little bit shows.
All right. Well, I'll queue up a YouTube video, but you can keep talking.
Okay. And so what they've done to make it fully immersive, so that when you look through these glasses, anyway, the way it works is they've created a contact lens that lets you see things that are right in front of your eye in perfect focus, which is a problem for most people. Yeah. And at the same time, it lets you see. It works like a regular contact lens, so it corrects your vision. So their ultimate goal is that it just becomes your contact lens. And what this enables them to do is then take that with a regular pair of glasses. They can be just lightweight sports glasses, as you're seeing in this very slick man looking here on the video. And he just touches something, and that's a camera you're seeing next to the side of the glasses. And it can be attached to any kind of camera. And then suddenly the media comes all across. And so you see some of the whatever media is being projected, whether it's from your smartphone or your laptop, through the glasses, and it's mixed with your reality.
Really cool.
And
this is clearly just like a polished,
yes. So the
fake rendering of what it would be like, but.
Yes. This looks like something out of Mass Effect.
Right, but the idea that something very close to your eyeball can be seen in perfect focus.
Right, and so what they're doing, last year they were actually here talking about this, and no one sort of believed them, and then they went around to try to partner with various mobile companies and others that might be interested in this technology, and then they looked at them like they were crazy and said this is science fiction. So what they've done is this year is they took a mannequin and mocked it. I don't know if it's a him or a her. Mocked the mannequin up with the contact lens and put a projector in it, and so it beams out onto a screen in the hall, and so you will see what the mannequin is seeing. And so they can feed media through the glasses. You're seeing it's as if you're the mannequin, and you see pretty much what it looks like on that video. They have a lot. What's interesting is they got a contract last spring with the military, so they're actually working with DARPA right now to develop, to use these contact lenses and some kind of field glasses. The military people are less concerned about how stylish the glasses are. But the idea here is, if you're in a desert, in a combat situation, they don't like having to give commands of the field with a handheld device. And this way, the military is interested because they can just have everything right in front of them, their hands are free, and they can be giving instructions that don't interfere with their vision, but say, pay attention here, pay attention there, here's what you need to do. And so they're doing quite well with the military contract, and now they're trying to go consumer. And the amazing, it's high def. And it's
And we need this application for it too, for like the anime dancing girl.
The dancing girl thing over the skyline of I don't know what that is. And it doesn't, depending on how you adjust it, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be a mix of augmented reality. You could actually watch a complete high definition film just through your glasses.
Contact lenses with those heads-up interface. It looks like a video game.
It
I
does.
usually like to detach myself. Once I stop playing video games, I want to stop and like enter the real world. And this is like, I will never leave that virtual video game reality.
But that's your choice, Roger.
That is my choice.
But I mean, if you don't have the glasses on, the contact lens part of it,
They're just contact lenses.
they're just passive. Aside from the fact that you can
So
feel
that's
the sequence
that's
close
the
up.
part of their PowerPoint that says here's how big the market is. It's anyone who wears contact lenses. You
That's
know.
me.
You don't. And, well, if you've had LASIK, there's an issue, but we won't talk about that. But I don't. I think you could probably wear contact lenses for this, even if you don't wear contact lenses. But it's a big market, and they're hoping to. They think gaming companies might be interested. Of course, they're looking at the likes of Microsoft and trying to meet this week with all those kind of folks to get someone to partner with them, because it's. If you look at the mock-up through the mannequin, it's a pretty immersive, amazing experience. The problem is the FDA needs to approve it because it's a contact lens, and so this is why they're sort of in this position. They're running prototypes now. They're working with the FDA. They say probably not until next year. I mean, this is a 2015 product, but they're hoping Google does enough advertising that it'll work.
All right. Yeah. I'm a little scared for the future. I'm a little excited for CES 2014, and I'm a little excited. I'm very excited for all the things we talked about today. Even the ones that scare me, I think. I think Happy Fork, most of all, least of all, maybe. I don't know. I'm undecided on Happy Fork, but I'm not undecided on you guys. You guys are wonderful. Thank you for joining me here today for the final episode of Inside Scoop. We still have some more content for you today at CES 2013 from the CNET booth. Up next on the CNET stage, Brian Tong and a bunch of Apple gear, including the Happy Fork that we've been talking about. It's so happy. Right. So stay tuned.
It's making its rounds.
Hey, I'm Donald Bell here for CNET.com here at CES 2013 with my very first brain-controlled helicopter. This is the Puzzle Box Orbit. It retails for $189. You get the remote-controlled helicopter, you get the NeuroSky headset, and you also get an IR blaster that pokes out of the headphone jack of your compatible tablet or phone. The problem here is if I concentrate too hard, it's going straight up to the ceiling. So I'm trying to hold on to it. It's also not on right now, so that helps. The other cool thing about this project is that it's all open source, so if you feel like you want to hack it, they're even going to provide you a guide for hacking the software yourself and making maybe a giant version of this to control the world. Or menace your neighbors. Or your cat. Probably your cat. I know you don't believe me. What you probably want is proof that this thing actually works. So let's try it again. The cool thing about this is that you can actually adjust the amount of concentration required to make it turn on or shut off. There's a threshold adjustment on the software. So because I'm here and I'm concentrating pretty hard on what I'm saying, it wants to take flight. The good thing is I'm actually not that smart, so going dumb quickly is one of my strong suits. All right, so there you go. The first mind-controlled robot, and hopefully not killing anyone around me, that I've ever seen here at CES 2013. For CNET.com, I'm Donald Bell.
Hi, I'm Rich Brown for CNET. We're here at CES 2013. And this is the 3D Systems Cube 3D printer. So this is a new version of the 3D printer they announced last year. This one comes with a brand new plate design. So while the previous version ran hot in order to keep the object adhered to the plate, this one's cool, which means it's actually a little safer for kids. There's a new design with the platform as well that means you don't have to level it anymore. So there's other things going on here. So this is where the plastic filament goes in. It's a cartridge. It goes down through this extruder here, and it prints out the object that you have sent to it from a computer. So where the older model used just ABS plastic, this one can use ABS and PLA. It's a different kind of material, but it gives you some nice flexibility depending on what you want to make. The new model is also a little bit quieter when it prints, and it's also faster and more accurate. Now, 3D Systems has some other cool stuff going on here. They have a new recycling program in place where you can send both the filament and the cartridge back, and they will recycle both those parts. It actually addresses kind of an ongoing concern with 3D printers in that you're making plastic, you're putting a lot of new kind of junk out in the world. So it's nice to be able to address that, and 3D Systems seems to have done that. So this unit will cost $12.99. Each cartridge costs about $50. 3D Systems says it's taking orders right now, and it's going to ship out January 21st. So I'm Rich Brown. This is the 3D Systems Cube 3D printer.
Hi, I'm Wayne Cunningham here at CES 2013, sitting in a 2014 Chevy Impala. This car comes out this spring, and it's got the next generation MyLink infotainment system. Now, this is mostly a new interface over the standard features that Chevy previously rolled out with MyLink. So, of course, you've got hands-free phone calling, navigation, digital audio, and also some apps like Pandora and Weather. But the really cool thing about this new interface is it borrows a lot from the smartphone. Similar to an iPhone, I can actually rearrange the icons on the screen. You only see 8 icons per screen, and you can have multiple screens, so plenty of icons, plenty of apps, whatever GM offers in the Chevy Impala. I can also drag one of these icons up into this upper bar here, and there's about 4 icons that stay static in the upper part of the screen when I'm on other screens, so I can have quick access to things like navigation or phone or Pandora is what I just put up there. And to get out of the edit mode, I just push this home button. And beyond that customization, there's also my new favorite feature here. It's called Favorites. These take the place of presets, where you used to be able to save different radio stations, XM, FM, AM. Now you can save pretty much anything. And Chevy actually lets you save phone numbers, destinations, pretty much anything that's included in the infotainment system as a favorite, so you can have immediate access to it. You can just push the button and make a phone call, switch a radio station. We also see a few other things in here, like a new navigation system. This is stored on flash drive, and we got different maps here that look really good. And one cool trick with this new MyLink system is that, say you have a radio station playing here, you can hold your finger across here, swipe it across the screen, and it'll send it to the instrument cluster display. And one funky thing too is this whole screen opens up. And we got a little binnacle in here where you can store your phone, keep it out of sight, out of your hands. I'm Wayne Cunningham looking at the new MyLink system in the 2014 Chevy Impala, which comes out this spring.
Hi, I'm Lori Grunin, Senior Editor with CNET, and I'm here at CES where Nikon announced a few cameras. The first one is the Nikon 1 J3. It's the update to the J series, which they had just released or announced a J2 in the fall. So this sort of came out of the blue. But it is more of an update than the J2. It's got the 14 megapixel CX size sensor. This is the new 10 to 100 millimeter lens. The kit lens will still be the 10 to 30 millimeter and will run for $600 when it ships in February. Some of the new things in the camera are it has a pop-up flash that you can tilt back, which is a really nice feature for getting a nice flash effect without the harshness of the light. It also has a much needed physical mode dial on top, which is a really nice because a lot of people who buy this camera are enthusiasts, and we like our mode dials physical. It's got a very nice, well-designed body. It feels comfortable, it feels sturdy. My one big problem with a lot of these cameras is that they don't have grips, so they get really slippery. And I look forward to testing it when it comes out. I'm Lori Grunin, and this is the Nikon 1 J3.
Hey, I'm Donald Bell for CNET.com here at CES 2013. I'm here with a first look at the Lenovo K900. This is a smartphone. It's been announced for not the US. It's been announced for, I believe, it's been announced for China. We may not see it here in the States. It is one of the first phones I've seen to use Intel's Clover Trail processor. 2 gigahertz processor in here. You get a 5.5-inch screen, and on the back, you've got a 13 megapixel camera that's really great for taking pictures in low light conditions. It's, of course, falls into that kind of phone, tablet, phablet category, but those are very popular right now, and this one seems to be able to take up the charge and answer the call for larger, greater, cooler, higher resolution phones. Very cool, very slim, high resolution phone here from Lenovo, the Idea Phone K900. From CES 2013, I'm Donald Bell for CNET.com.
What's up, guys? This is Antoine Goodwin with CNET.com on the floor at CES 2013, and I've got the Z-Board right here. It's an electric motorized skateboard, and it is weight sensing, so you don't need any sort of external controls. You just put this guy down on the ground, lean forward to go forward, lean back to stop, and of course, like any skateboard, you steer by leaning forward and, to your left and to your right. There are actually 2 models that you can choose from, the Classic and the Pro. The difference between those is going to be 2 things, weight and range. The Classic's going to be about 28 pounds. The Pro is 35. They're going to use lithium-ion battery technology to get you 5 to 10 miles respectively. So regardless of which one you do, you've got a top speed of 17 miles per hour, which you're probably not going to be able to hit here indoors, but let's take it for a spin.
Guys, welcome back here to the CNET stage at CES Las Vegas. I'm Brian Tong, and I've been scouring the floor a lot just to kind of find the latest and greatest, but also some of the cool little Apple stuff, because there's a lot of vendors here that are supporting the Apple ecosystem. So we wanted to bring you what I found, and we always like to kick things off with cases, because everyone's like, what type of case should I get for my phone? Blah 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 blah. Is it red? Is it pink? Is it purple? So I have two friends here. Kelly Richardson, she's from Otterbox. Thanks for coming out here.
Absolutely.
And we also have Kumar Jambu Nathan. I said your last name right?
Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
We're smooth like that. All right, he's from the team at Card Ninja. And what we're going to do first off, we have a lot of other vendors that we're going to show you here, but we wanted to start off with cases. And Kelly, Otterbox has always kind of been known with their recognition of just like underwater or heavy-duty protection for your iPhone. So can you kind of talk about what you guys are bringing here to CES 2013?
Sure thing. So Otterbox has a very long history in waterproof protection, and so we're kind of returning to our roots with a new series called the Armor Series. So we've designed this case that literally is the toughest case ever built for an iPhone. It's waterproof, crush-proof, dust-proof, and drop-proof.
Can I drop it right now?
If you'd like to, yeah.
Should I just drop it just to see if this works? This is going to work, right? We dropped something from like the ceiling, right? It dented the table.
See, the table had more damage than probably.
This is a really good case.
Yes.
Okay, so this is a case that's also, does it fall under a military grade, a spec for protection and durability?
It does, yes. We have tested for all of that. It meets and exceeds those standards. It's waterproof up to 6.6 feet. Drop-proof, it'll survive about 10-foot drop, and crush-proof 2 tons. So we've literally been running over it, throwing it off of buildings, throwing it over waterfalls, taking it to the extreme.
6 feet. But isn't like the deep end of a pool like 10 feet? So don't go to the deep end of the pool with this. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
I guess so, sure.
Okay. And then you have another case here. Can you tell me about it?
Sure thing. So this is the Defender Series case with Ion Intelligence. So
that sounds very sophisticated with all that jargon. So tell us, what is Ion Intelligence?
It's a mouthful. So anybody that knows Otterbox is familiar with the Defender Series. This is really our bread and butter case, most popular case line and most protective before the Armor Series, of course. So it's multi-layered. It's got that built-in screen protector, hard polycarbonate shell, and a silicone layer that wraps around all that. Then on top of it, we've taken it to the next level and added battery enhancement.
How many times have you said taking it to the next level here at the show?
It's my tagline.
I thought so.
Superlatives, we got to add them in there.
You got to have all of them.
Right. So we've taken it to the next level. As I said, we double the battery life. It'll charge your phone about 3 times faster than any other case out there, and it's intelligent. So we've developed an application that'll actually tell you how much power you have left in your phone, how much power you have left in the case, and what does that actually mean beyond a percentage. You're going to power down in 14 hours, and 14 hours is exactly 12 o'clock at night tonight. So you know intelligently what your phone is doing and what the case is doing for you.
That's awesome. So thanks for that. It's pretty cool to see battery protection in a super durable case. So thanks for coming out, Kelly, all right? Okay, Kumar, show me what you got.
We have the simplest solution to the age-old question, why do I have to carry a giant wallet or a huge purse with me everywhere I go?
You carry a purse with you, man?
I didn't mean to say that on the air. Can you guys scratch that?
Too much information, Kumar. Just remember, we're live on the internet. A lot of people are listening, okay?
So this is our product. It's called the Card Ninja. It's a 2.5 millimeter thick pocket that attaches to the back of any smartphone or any smartphone case, allows you to carry 1 to 8 credit cards with you, expands or contracts depending on what you put into it.
So you have one, right? Oh, Ninja? Okay, so they showed me this earlier today, and although it just looks like, okay, you're like, okay, this is a kind of a spandex type of neoprene attachment on it, what I thought was the most unique about it is that not only is it slim and sleek, and can you pull that card out for me real quick? What was cool about it is that it's a lot of these that I've seen on the market, you can only fit, you have to put 3 or 4 cards in it for it to be viable to use as a wallet. This guy can just support 1 card. It's a subtle thing, but I do like that, and it's pretty adaptable. And where are you guys based out of?
We're based out of Northern California, Sunnyvale.
And this is your first project that you've brought here to CES, right?
Absolutely.
So, what we wanted to show here is that there's a lot of entrepreneurs here, Otterbox, who's been a veteran here, but also Card Ninja, right, mixing it up. And you also have one other thing you wanted to show me?
We do. So when you toss your wallet, you can go and pop yourself a bottle with our bottle.
So you can put this in the card holder. Absolutely. So now we've got a card holder. You pop those bottles at the club just with your purse, right? Yes. You didn't have to do the high voice, but that was kind of nice. All right, so can you guys both tell? Actually, could you tell us how much the Card Ninja add-on will be, as well as this bottle opener?
So the Card Ninja retails on our website right now for $19.95, and the bottle opener is $4.99.
Okay.
Excellent. All right, guys. So thank you so much for coming out here. For all of you in the audience, I know it's early. Let's give them a little round of applause. Woo, 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 woo. Okay. Next up, we'll have you guys, you know what, if you could take your accessories and move on this way to the side of the stage. Drinks and refreshments are available in the back. All right, guys. So coming up next, this one is really cool. We like to talk about a lot of smart, connected devices that are out there, and this is from the team at Parrot. If you guys are familiar with their, is it the airfoil, those flying hovercrafts? AR drones. I am so sorry. I totally know everything that's happening on the show. The AR drones, they do a really cool demo, but also this one kind of stuck out for all you plant lovers. This is Madeline Duva from Parrot, and the product is called Flower Power. And can you just kind of jump in and tell us what this accessory is and how does it fit into the mobile ecosystem?
Sure, I'd love to. So Flower Power from Parrot is really to help you exceed in the garden, to get better plants, and whether you're doing tomatoes and onions or you're doing regular plants. So here you can see we've got a number of plants listed. I've connected those so you can have multiple sensors, or you can use one sensor and connect it to a number of different plants. Here is the product. What we're doing is every 15 minutes we're capturing the data: sunlight, temperature, soil moisture, and fertilizer. And we have over 6,000 plants in the database. So for instance, here's a plant that I have right here, and it's a good luck plant. So hopefully we're going to have good luck with this product. That
was a sweet sentiment.
Ah, thank you. So we give you a lot of information, interesting facts, and how to take care of your product. Your plant. We also can show you some live information. It's talking to the sensor over here, hopefully. And there we go. It's waiting for the data, and you're going to start to see it receiving the light data. So you can see there's a lot of light. You see the line. It's collecting a lot of light here. And so if a cloud...
So for you, those of you watching at home, you'll see a line on the top that represents the light data coming in.
And then if a cloud came over, it's actually going to impact... Oops, if I can see where I'm...
Are you trying to get fresh with me?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, can I get closer?
You're really
Thank
cute.
you. Ooh, what? Wait, did you get that on camera? Can you say that one more time for my mom specifically?
He's adorable. You make good product, Mom.
All right, that's a very interesting... So my mom's a factory. This is beautiful. Okay, so yeah, we see the line here. We're trying to grab the information of the data of the camera without the glare. It can be a little tricky. But also, it detects fertilizer levels. How does it do that? It's just a little fork at the bottom with these different sensors, right?
Right. These are very sophisticated sensors, and what we're doing is actually looking at the bulk salts. That's actually what they use in agriculture. So these types of sensors are used in high-end agriculture, and what we're trying to do is bring it down to a consumer product, make it friendly, delightful, but very usable and useful.
A lot of buzzwords right there. Oh. It's good. We're here. We're all about buzzwords here at CES, so it's always fun to point them out for the viewers at home.
All right.
Friendly and delightful is a little different, though. I like that.
And then also you can search. We have a database of 6,000 plants. You can put in the name, but a lot of us, you have a plant in your garden, you don't know what the name of it is. You can go and kind of search on it. So for instance, we went out and bought some plants, and we actually didn't have the name of it because someone didn't bring the tag. So we went through here and said, hey, it's got silvery leaves, so what is it? Oh, it's Dusty Miller.
Of course. You could have just asked me that.
Okay.
It's Dusty Miller. So I honestly, I was really interested in this product because I'm horrible at keeping plants alive. Like, I love orchids. They look awesome, and I kill them every time. And even though they say, oh, it doesn't require sunlight, just water them, that could probably help me out. So I really think the product is really cool. And also, earlier in the show, we used their booth to jump out of the plants without asking. Oh. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
No problem.
Okay, cool.
And again, one quick thing, it is low-energy Bluetooth, so we're using Bluetooth 4.0 to give you 6 months of battery life on this product.
And how much is the device again? I'm sorry.
We actually don't have a price yet. It is a project. We're going to be launching it later this year, and again, we're going to try and make it as consumer-friendly as possible.
Okay, thanks a lot. All right, guys, so for those of you watching here right now, give a round of applause to Madeline. Thank you very much, Madeline. All right, guys, so we were also hitting the show floor constantly. And so we have a little segment, a little something. I went over to the North Hall where there's a lot of Apple gear, a lot of shiny cases. We try to do everything except show shiny cases. So why don't you check out what we found on the floor.
Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome to CES 2013. It's a special edition of the Apple Buy, so we're going to scour the floor, see if we can find those unique things for you guys. So, let's go check it out. Come on. All right, guys, we know Apple has their own smart cover case, but this is the smartest case I have ever seen. This is the Ozaki iCoat, and what makes it unique is, you see you have this plastic backing on there. You also have the magnetic little snap cover, but this has these different little grooves inside of here that allows you to fold it in 5 different shapes for 5 different positions, and we like a lot of positions. This case is available now, and it costs $79.99. I know it's not the cheapest case, but you know what? I'm feeling the style, and it actually has function. Hey guys, we're here at Just Mobile's booth, and I'm a huge fan of their design, so they have 2 new really cool products. I just got an iMac, so these 2 are kind of relevant to me. This guy is called the Alu Rack, and what makes it unique is it fits on the back side of your iMac, so if you have a lot of space behind your computer, you're on the go, maybe on an office or an open area, you can actually put your laptop, your MacBook Air, your MacBook Pro behind the iMac to store it, and then grab it whenever you want. Now the other product they have here, this is called the Alu Base. And you can see here, this is a MacBook Pro. I can just drop it into this base. It comes with 2 different inserts for different sizes to support a MacBook Air or a MacBook Pro, but it's a really nice, hefty piece of aluminum. Feels really solid, it has a rubberized coating on the bottom so that it stays in one place. This is priced at $50. The Alu Rack is $60, but these are 2 cool products from Just Mobile that you guys should check out. Oh my God. This shiny one goes there, and this... Oh, hey guys, what's going on? All right, so we're here at CES. There are tons of cases all over the place, but this one's pretty unique. It's from, Bling My Thing, and it's a do-it-yourself case. It kind of lets me express my artistic side. Look guys, there it is. Someone real special is gonna get this thing. All right guys, we're here in the Mobi booth, and we know if you're familiar with their Magic Feet Pack, this allows you to take this base and charge some of Apple's devices like this. If you see this is a specific charger that goes in here and then allows you to rest your mouse on here and then charge it independently. Well, now they've added this new thing called the Magic Juice. It's going to be $79. That takes that same concept, allows you to rest it on this base, and then take this power wherever you go to charge something like your iPhone or iPad. It's coming out in May, but it's another way that they're extending this portable and wireless charging in the Mac ecosystem to their own products.
We love the Apple Bite.
Whew, I love this job. Hey girl, no. You don't need to look at those things. Look what I made for you. Look at this thing.
Really?
Yeah, really. Oh!
Seriously?
All right, guys, that does it for another special edition of the Apple Buy here in Las Vegas. I've got my camera here. I'm gonna take a picture. See you guys. I made this for you. Will you take it?
You'll have to ask my bosses.
No?
Apologize to the show floor for disrespecting all of those booths. But it was fun. All right, guys. Back here on the show floor here at CNET stage, I'm here with Paul Clayson, the CEO of HZO. I like to call you the CEO.
CEO, yo.
All right, we're getting really street with my friend here. It's very awkward. No, Paul, I like Paul because when he saw that shot of me with those lovely ladies, he literally audibly, with volunteering, said, "Oh my God."
Yes, and my wife is watching, and she would say...
Who you love very much.
I love very much, and she knows that we'll drop it there. Actually.
Should we just talk about the product, probably?
Yeah. Good idea. Let's move to the product.
All right, let's talk about HZO and what you guys are bringing to the table. I thought this was very unique, fun. This could come to future Apple products, but I really just enjoyed what you guys were doing. So, let's let the people at home know what you guys have.
Yeah, perfect. So it's probably easier to show. HZO, it's not very often where you have a technology that's going to transform an industry. HZO is going to change where people use their technology. We have a thin film nanocoating that surrounds the electronics in a consumer device or any device and stops it from being damaged by water or moisture of any kind. So the best thing for me to do is take my personal phone.
Oh, guys, here we go. Okay.
So let's turn this on. Got the personal phone.
Oh, you gotta hold it out here for. There we go.
Yeah,
okay.
Absolutely. I can turn this on. I'm going to pull up my trusty CNET app for Android.
I'm so glad you said that. That was really nice of you.
We'll get the payment afterward. And and so the app's up. Now I'm going to do something even more counterintuitive to human nature. I'm going to pull the back off so the entire back is electronics are exposed.
Are you sure you want to do this, Paul? Your reputation is on the line.
My reputation's on the line, and we're going to dunk it in beer.
At CES, you got to go hard. Okay, so here you go.
All right.
Can we see this demo? We'll do it. We'll just do it slowly so the cameras can capture this, right?
Very good. So let me pull that up.
The back is completely exposed, the battery, the SIM card. He's going to drop it in the beer. You guys, what is going on here? Whoa. Can I, you know what? Let me try and do this. All right, let me see if I can I still navigate it?
Nope, the screens won't navigate when there's anything between the finger and the screen. So that's not our technology. That's just the nature of a touch screen. But I'll pull it out in a minute, and you can see that.
Wow. So tell us about. You said it's a nano coating. So are you spraying the entire device with this, or what's behind that?
It's what's called a chemical vapor deposition process. It goes into a machine.
Can you say that 3 times fast?
No. I'll let you do that, though. You're pretty good at it. We put it in a chamber where we turn chemical into a gas and we surround the electronics, and it forms a protective barrier so none of the electronics short, and therefore it will continue to operate in a tank.
So you want to take this guy out and see,
Yeah, absolutely.
Woo.
You ready?
Yeah, this is pretty cool. I mean, it's completely exposed, guys.
So you can see the beer coming out of the electronics, and here you go.
It's working.
Still working.
It's working.
There you go. Every app will still work.
You need to click that app, and that app needs to work just for my reputation.
I'm getting back to there. Here we go.
It works, guys. It works.
There we go.
Okay, so the other question is, when will we see these in devices? It's almost a no-brainer when I see this. Why isn't every company incorporating this technology? So what's the future of this?
So we announced here at the show that our technology will be included in the first smartphone beginning in April. We have taken this directly to the manufacturers, and at the manufacturer level, we're building it into the process to come out on next generations, future generations of phones. First smartphone in April, other phones after that will begin to appear in the fall. We already have it on several consumer devices. We have it on automotive, emergency medical, security, military applications now. So the applications are extremely broad, and it's very effective in all of those industries.
Well, thank you so much for that. That was a killer demo. You did bring one more thing because we don't want this to go to waste, right?
Here we go.
This is for all the fellas out there. I don't even drink that much, but you put your phone in there. I actually like technology, so I want to taste a little technology.
Go for it.
Okay, will you join me?
I will not because I don't drink and I'm already in trouble with.
What about one sip?
Never.
Paul, fine.
Never.
In Vegas, you got to drink alone. Jeez, this is pathetic. All right, I'm buzzed. Okay, we're going to save this beer for the crew because they work hard. They'll drink out of this, tank directly. But thank you so much, Paul. Give him a round of applause, guys. Paul Clayson, CEO with HZO. Some really cool stuff. So we'll just slide. Oh, no. He just said he didn't want to tell me where that beer's been. I'm going to throw up now. Okay, guys. Coming up now, our friends from Happy Labs, they have received a lot of buzz with their Happy Fork. This is a haptic feedback fork. I've never tried it. I've heard a lot about it. I want to go to a happy place right now. Coming up on stage, Andrew Carton with Happy Labs. Give him a round of applause, everybody. Yay! Okay, I'm doing great, Andrew. I have not had breakfast.
I hope you don't mind if I brought my breakfast.
This is your breakfast. This is going to be my breakfast next. All right.
Okay, we'll share. How about that?
Share.
I'll make it.
Could we do the thing where curl when you curl like we could share like that? No. Okay.
I'm gonna have to give you my Happy Fork.
Okay. So tell us about the Happy Fork.
So the Happy Fork, at its most basic, is a tool designed to help you eat more slowly. And
What's the fun in that? I like to eat fast, man. Look at. Can you tell? Look at this figure. I eat fast.
probably a lot of people would like to look as good as you do. Unfortunately, some people have to work really, really hard at it.
So you're touching my arm, you're staring in my eyes, and you're hitting on me on stage.
I'm just doing the best I can. Yeah, just say, we really want to be like you, and and for some people that cannot get there as easily as you do, we're hoping that the Happy Fork is going to be able to
Am I the
help
only
them.
one that's feeling uncomfortable right now? This is good. Okay, so this fork, like you said, it tells you when you're eating too fast. How does it do that?
So we capture, the fork captures a whole bunch of data, specifically the times of day you eat, when you start eating, when you finish eating, and for us, and therefore the duration of the meal, and for us, the number of fork servings you have, the time elapsed per fork serving, as well as the median time elapsed per fork serving across the entire meal. And as we capture all of that data, it gets uploaded, it gets synced. And really, why is it important? Because one of the things that happens immediately when you start slowing down is that you realize that food spends a lot more time in your mouth than it usually does, which means that all of the energy is happening at this level as opposed to in your stomach.
You stare directly into my soul when you say that. I'm like, whoa, this is just, I don't know what's wrong with me.
Have you been through this? No.
I have not.
Well, I have, and it was not a very fun experience. I was personally overweight until the age of 30, and...
You look pretty good, man.
Did you just check my ass?
No, I did not. I was just looking at your overall physique. Your overall physique. You learn a lot about someone just from the 360 view.
I don't know. Okay, let's get back to the program.
Yeah, let's get serious is what I heard in my ear. We probably should do that. Okay, so let's show off the technology, and will I be able to feel the haptic feedback?
Absolutely.
Okay, so tell me what to do here. I'm gonna actually give you this microphone to talk as I'm eating. Okay.
Okay. So.
Oh, here. Okay, hold there.
Sorry.
There you go.
So I'd like you to take your first bite.
It vibrated when I first touched this thing. Okay.
And eat it.
Which to that? Okay.
Okay.
Mm.
And I'd like you to very quickly.
Oh man, banana bread from catering is so good.
Very quickly take your second bite.
It vibrated.
It did.
Does I keep eating more?
No, it means you're eating too fast.
It vibrated again.
I know, you're still eating too fast.
Will it stop?
That's not good.
Will it stop me from eating?
I don't want to know how you're going to feel in half an hour.
This tastes really good.
I wouldn't be doing that if I were you.
Okay. So keep on telling me about the fork.
We need to talk.
It's vibrating right now.
I'm going to make sure you get the first Happy Fork.
I'm very happy right now. So...
Yeah, you just did my breakfast.
What are the real world applications for this fork? I'm serious. We're being serious. No, honestly, I love this technology, but I do want to know. Don't laugh at me. I'm talking to you seriously.
You're being all serious and you just ate my breakfast.
Please tell us about the fork. You want me to spit this out? Okay. Please tell us about the fork. He's crying. Okay. So please tell me about the fork. Sorry. I really respect the product. I do.
We're trying to bring a really serious issue to the forefront.
You got... This is horrible TV. Okay.
Well, okay. I'm back to my serious mode. My face just changed.
Okay.
Seriously now.
Okay, let's take a deep breath together. On 3, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Are we back in mode?
Okay, we're good. Okay, I'm serious.
So, we just did something really, really important, which is what? We want to be happy. We want to have fun doing this stuff. But we're dealing with a really, really serious issue that affects at least one person we know close to us, definitely within our friends network, millions of people worldwide. This is something, let me just put it this way. If I went to a government, and it's not exactly like a government doesn't have resources to do stuff, and I tell them, look, I'd like to run a study on 30,000 people for 3 months, for 3 meals per day, they're going to look at me and say, how much do you want, $150 million? And I go, that's about as much as you need. Here, if we can get the help of the community to join us in this happy revolution, to buy 30,000 forks at $100 a piece, we're talking about only $3 million invested that is going to give us more information and help millions of people out there that even a government with $150 million could not do. So that's part of what we're trying to do, and that's the serious portion of what I had to say.
Now, you know what? That's great because we know how obesity is affecting youth across the nation in multiple countries, and so we did have a lot of fun. But I really like that message, and I could tell that you're passionate about it, being someone who had to go through some of these things, right?
What's great about this is that every single person of the 4 partners on the team has a very, very personal and deep story. They're all different, but we're doing this because of course, we came to the show wanting to demo the product. The response has been so overwhelming that really, we're leaving the show very humbled, and we're also leaving the show with a huge responsibility on our shoulders to say, we have to do something about this. Today is the day that we start the happy revolution, and we're hoping that a lot of people are going to join us to make this a really finding the solutions here from the bottoms up, as opposed to waiting for somebody else to sort this out for us.
All right. And price and release date?
$99 this year for sure, and we're working super hard to bring it to market as soon as possible.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. All right, guys, well, it's time to wrap this up. I still have my eaten food in my hand, but I'm not going to show you what that looks like. Like I held it the entire segment. Just think about that, okay? Okay. Time to wrap this up. Thanks to all my guests. You guys, let's give them a round of applause for everyone who came up on the stage to show off their products. I mean, CES is a great opportunity for everyone here. I come here every year. I'm so passionate. I love just the enthusiasm and the innovative stuff that we see here. So thank you for being a part of that. All right, next up, we've got lots more coming to you. But right now, Sharon Vagnon, live from the show floor. Then you guys stay tuned because Rumor Has It is going to be here on the stage. We'll see you in a little bit.
Hey guys, Sharon Vagnon here. I'm in the North Hall of the CES convention, and it's the very last day. It's been a crazy week, but the fun isn't over. As you can see, it's not as crowded as it was for the last previous days, but people are still here, and there is still a lot to shoot. And behind me is the Inventist Solo Wheel. Okay, you already know what a Segway is, and what Inventist is thinking is that you don't need that whole bulky Segway. All you need is one wheel, and one wheel will do the job. Now, Ewan behind me, as you can see, is rolling around the booth, no problem. And with me here is Carly, and Carly's going to talk to me a little bit about the Solo Wheel and tell us exactly what it is, what it does, why you need it, and if it's worth it. So, Carly.
Hi.
Tell me what this is.
So the Solo Wheel is an electric self-balancing unicycle. You go 10 miles an hour on a 10-mile range on a full charge.
So who would use this? Why do I need an electric unicycle?
The Solo Wheel is really great for those with a short urban commute. You can take it to the subway, the metro, get down to the train, run back up to street level, hop on it, get to work, to school. It's good on sand, snow, grass, cobblestone.
Okay, so how do I charge this thing?
Just plug it into a regular wall outlet. You can plug it to class, at work. When you go downhill, the battery regenerates, so you get more distance if you have a hilly terrain to travel.
Okay, so how much does this thing cost?
The Solo Wheel retails for $1,800 at solowheel.com.
All right, and have you guys sold any?
We have. There's a couple thousand out there in the world. Everybody from athletes to students, circus performers.
Circus performers?
Yeah. It's even great for a Steadicam for videographers.
Okay, well maybe we could pick up one of those things.
Yeah.
All right, so you said you sold 2,000 of them.
Close to, yeah.
So is it picking up speed? Do you think this thing is actually going to be popular? Will we see people riding the bicycle lane with their Solo Wheel?
That's what we're hoping. Definitely not going to be on the highway, but yeah, on the bicycle lane, along the coast and trails. We have a two-wheeled version coming out that's going to be get about 25 miles at a full charge, up to.
Okay, is the two-wheel version easier to ride?
It definitely has a shorter learning curve, so anybody can just jump on it and go. The Solo Wheel has about a 30 to 40 minute learning curve.
Okay, yeah, so I did actually get to try the Solo Wheel out a little bit this morning. I, of course, thank you for those training wheels because I was great. I'm not so sure how great I was. We're gonna see if that practice actually helped, so I'm gonna get on this thing. And I feel like that's sort of the trend this year, Sharon, riding things. I slayed the robot Mondo Spider, and now I'm gonna ride the Solo Wheel. And if this thing is awesome, well, we'll find out. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, so you see here, there's a handle. The idea is that you can take this no matter where you are. And right now, she's holding it steady because it's on. And I guess you don't want to let it go if it's on, right? Okay, so here's the on button, and then this plugs into the charger.
Yeah, this plugs into the charger. And it's a prototype. This one we're working on some of the software, kind of making some updates and testing some things so the wire actually doesn't stick out like that.
Okay, good. So I'm not going to get electrocuted. Okay, is there a front and a back?
It's totally reversible.
Oh,
whichever
what?
way you want to go.
Okay, this is really intimidating because Ewan over here is just riding around like she's been doing this her entire life.
So you want to put your calf right into the
right here.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, thank God for you. Okay, so I'm on this thing now. And already it's a lot different than a Segway, right? Because a Segway, it's bigger, it's heavier, you feel like it has a little bit more control over you. This is a lot more like riding a bicycle, except that you don't have handlebars, you have one wheel, and it's electric. So I'm going against traffic here, and I'm gonna try this. Okay, we can do this. Please don't run into me. Oh no, she's going the other way. All right. Oh my God. Okay, so I need to turn around a little bit. It's a little bit harder with the training wheels on. If I don't have the training wheels on, it's gonna be a little bit easier to turn. Of course, it's also a lot easier to fall without the training wheels, so thank God for those. But I'm not doing so bad, right guys? Oh my gosh, I have to tell you, I was really nervous. But I don't feel so bad anymore. Okay, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze my legs. Okay, here we go. Okay, so honestly though, I still can't, okay. Okay, at least I felt gracefully. I don't know if I could really imagine riding this to work. But it's not that heavy. Of course, it's a little bit heavier. Oh, let me turn it off. It's a little bit heavier right now because the training wheels are on it. But theoretically, what you would do is you would ride it a lot more gracefully than I did, and then you would flip these guys up and take it with you to work, just like that. Kind of like a briefcase, except it's not at all a briefcase, and it's insane. Okay. you saw me ride it. I made a complete fool of myself. And now, I want to know if any of these people would not only ride it, but would they buy it? Is this worth $1,800? So let's talk to the people, shall we? Okay. Hi, Chris. It's so convenient that you have a name tag on. Thank God we're at CES.
Yeah.
So, you saw me ride the solo wheel?
I did see you ride that.
Okay, what do you think?
I think it's cool. I'm curious to know how long it will go for on a single charge.
So it's about 10 miles.
10 miles? Oh,
10
that's
miles.
pretty cool,
So
yeah.
a local commute, you know.
Right, yeah, if you live close to work, at school.
How do you get to work now?
Car.
Car.
I'm a little bit too far for one of these, but for recreational maybe?
Recreational.
Yeah.
So would you pay $1,800 for it?
Maybe.
Really?
I mean,
Okay.
compared to a Segway, it's definitely a better price.
Yeah, definitely.
Probably easier to operate. Easier to store, I don't know.
I mean, I'll let you get on it later, and we can talk about how easy it is to ride.
Okay.
All right,
That's
thanks,
definitely
Chris.
Cool. Yeah, thank you.
Okay, let's talk to a couple others. All right. We have some guys over here observing. Hi, Michael.
Hi.
Did you watch me make a fool of myself?
You didn't make a fool of yourself.
Oh, really?
You were doing fantastic.
Oh my gosh, thank
Keep
you
those
so
knees
much.
together. You just lean forward and you went, didn't you?
It's a lot harder than it looks, especially when you're trying to talk to people.
True.
So, have you tried it?
I haven't, and I want to really bad.
You do?
I want to buy one.
You want to buy one?
Don't you buy one? Don't you want to buy one?
I'm not really convinced yet. What if I have to go grocery shopping after work?
You carry it.
Carry it, no problem.
Put it in a backpack. You just keep on going.
That's insane. Okay, so you would buy one of these things. Would you buy a Segway? Did you ever consider one?
I've ridden a Segway in Paris. It was a complete ball.
That sounds
It was
fancy.
so much fun.
Okay.
Yeah, they did. They put us on the thing, and it takes a little while to get your legs. So on a Segway, it took us
Yes.
about 10 or 15 minutes. On this, it takes about 30 minutes, they're saying, something like that.
Yes.
Now, they have that prototype
Right.
that's coming, that two-wheel
Right.
thing.
Right.
They're saying that you just hop on and go on that thing.
Right.
Because it's a little more stable.
And we're gonna talk to Carly a little bit more about that prototype if we have a chance. But thank you.
Yeah. Have a
Yeah.
good
Well,
day.
I guess
Thank you.
maybe I'll see you later riding this thing.
Maybe.
All right. Okay. So Ewan, how's it going? I heard you're the inventor's daughter.
I am.
So you're basically a pro. Do you have any awesome tricks that you can show us before we go?
Yeah. I can
Okay,
go
please.
backwards.
Okay.
Right on one foot.
Okay, she's riding on one foot right now. This is insane. Okay, she's like an acrobat basically. Wow. Can you spin? So basically she's a ballerina. She's the solo wheel ballerina. All right, well thank you so much, Ewan. All right, guys, you have seen the solo wheel from Inventist. Stay tuned because the awesome ladies of Rumor Has It are coming right up.
It's Friday, January 11th, 2013, and we are coming at you live from CES. It's the last day. I'm Corrine Levy.
I am Emily Dreyfus, and we have been here all week, mainly in the parking lot of CES, reading all about the gadgets that are in these huge halls behind me.
Right, literally in a parking lot. That's where we've spent most of our time.
And we're going to tell you today about our highlights of the show, our lowlights of the show, what is seared into our memory forever, and we wish that we could pay tons of money to forget, and then the 4 things that we really truly loved.
Right, we tried to keep it to 5 because 5 is, a nice round number,
Yeah.
and we really like 5, but I don't know. Some things came up to 10, and some we had 3
And there are
things
just
that we
thousands
like.
of new gadgets at this show and thousands of crazy things that happened. But before we get to CES, I really want to talk about the one thing that was not here, but that happened while we were here, and that is this huge iPhone rumor.
Yeah, which is insane that life happened outside of here.
Yeah, I mean, CES is an enormous bubble. It's like summer camp for technology reporters and gadget gizmo writers. And so we didn't realize that anything else was happening in the world. And then what actually was happening was
huge.
Huge. So what it was the Wall Street Journal came out with this report saying that it's very likely that a cheaper iPhone, a cheaper, smaller iPhone is going to come out this year, 2013.
Right, and
what?
A cheaper, smaller
Yeah,
iPhone,
so it'll start
which is
at
what we've been
$99
waiting
is what they
for.
said.
Right.
And then it would be for emerging markets or just also people who don't want to pay a massive amount of money for an iPhone, which is everybody.
Right, but then that story got flipped on its head 3 different times.
Yeah, because...
So I'll let you explain why that happened.
Well, so while we were here in Vegas, Phil Schiller of Apple took a trip to China that he didn't tell anyone about until he was in China. And then in China was quoted as commenting on this rumor as saying, absolutely not, that is not going to happen. A Chinese news source said that Phil Schiller said, there is no way that there is an amount of market share that would be worth us making basically a crappy product.
Now, where did the rumors originally come from that they were going to make a cheaper, crappy product?
Digitimes.
So anonymously. There were anonymous, random people from the supply chain. That's what they say, the supply chain.
And the Wall Street Journal, who we have to remember, reports that there's going to be a cheaper iPhone every single year.
Yeah, they've been reporting the cheaper iPhone rumor for
6 years
since
the iPhone came out. And in fact, actually, this week was the 6-year anniversary of the iPhone.
Right, it was on Thursday?
It was on, I think, Wednesday or Thursday.
Every single day is the same day here. So I don't know. Every day
Which is
blends
just
into each
another
other.
way, actually, that Apple has in the past scooped CES, because the original iPhone came out at CES.
But not at CES.
But Apple doesn't come
It
here.
happened away from CES, but it was still the only thing people talked about at CES.
So then this year, people are talking about this cheaper iPhone, and then Phil Schiller was apparently quoted as saying, no, absolutely not, we would never do that, which that makes sense, they wouldn't do that. Except for they also said they wouldn't do that with the iPad mini, and then now we have an iPad mini.
Right, and they also said that they wouldn't do tons of things with the iPhone
So who
5, and
knows?
we have that with the iPhone 5.
But then the crazy thing that happened is that then this morning we woke up to the fact that Reuters, trusted news source Reuters, came out and rescinded their story that they quoted Phil Schiller on. They had reported that Phil Schiller had said this, that they would never do this, that Apple's not working on a cheaper iPhone. And then Reuters said there were so many problems with that story that they're rescinding it, which means maybe he didn't say that, which means maybe there is a cheaper iPhone in the works. And then my mind exploded.
Well, I want to know what the problems were with the story. Did their Google Translate not work?
I mean, we literally tried to ask Google Translate that. Our reporters.
We Google Translated Google Translate,
yeah,
and nobody
Google
knows what the
stopped.
answer
and
was.
then there was it was like a snake eating its own head, eating
Right.
its own tail,
And then a
eating
black
its own
hole happened,
iPhone.
and my computer blew up.
And then CES exploded, and then the world stopped.
Yeah, and then everybody walked out with a
And
cheaper
then I was
iPhone.
so happy because I could finally go home and take a bath because it's so
Let's
dry
talk about
in Vegas.
you take so many baths, and I don't know if that's a Vegas thing or if that's a real life thing.
It's a Vegas thing. In real life, I'm filthy. You didn't know that?
I
know. In real life,
know.
I am like a cat who's averse to going into water.
Rumor has it that's not what happens.
Rumor
when
has
you're
it I
in-
smell.
Yeah,
No.
so-
The thing is, what happens in Vegas is that all of us technology reporters run around and it's super dry. We're in the desert. And all I think about when I'm here is I want water. I want to be immersed in water.
I know.
And that's why one of the coolest products that I think came out this year in CES is the Sony Xperia Z phone.
Right, that can be dunked
in water. because then I can sit in my bathtub and text with Corrine about, rumor has it, about the cheaper iPhone coming out, and if it falls in water, who cares?
Yeah, let me see if I can find
that phone is really cool. Okay, so basically, just to sum up about the iPhone rumor, nobody knows if it's going to happen or not. We have no idea. I would say it won't, because here's the thing you need to remember about a cheaper iPhone. Cheaper iPhones already exist. You can already get a $99 iPhone. It's called the iPhone 4S.
Right, and it's also called when you sell your phone on Gazelle or whatever,
or
and then buy a
Amazon.
different one. Yeah.
And then you can also buy a $149 iPhone, and that is the iPhone 5 on sale at Walmart.
Right. So then that's what Apple is doing. They're kind of, you think that they are going to just let Walmart and all the big companies take the hit in terms of the cost.
I think it makes absolutely no sense for Apple to manufacture a cheaper, worse, small product when they can actually offload the burden of a cheap phone onto carriers and stores who will actually subsidize the cost for them. Like Walmart is already making a cheaper iPhone for Apple.
However, remember our tall drink of water, Gene Munster?
Oh, love of my life.
The analyst that we do this
Piper
for.
Jaffray, Apple analyst, Gene Munster.
So he is super on board with this $99. Like he thinks it's going to create billions of dollars. And like, why
That's true.
wouldn't
And you
they?
know what? We've doubted Gene Munster before in the past, but he was right about Apple stock going above $600.
He was right about
everything.
I feel like he secretly works there.
That's why when you look deeply into his eyes, you're like, that is a trustworthy man.
That's why when you look deeply into his eyes, you just don't listen to anything else.
You're like, okay, Gene, I love
yeah,
you.
whatever you say, you're very handsome. All right.
But so whatever, we don't know.
We
All
don't
right,
know.
let's
We never
talk
know.
about the stuff that happened that we saw at CES this year.
Okay, so first, I think we should start with the 5 things we would buy if we had all of the money in the world.
From this show.
From this show, right, yeah. If
Well,
all the money, I would buy a
Well, if you had
country.
all the exactly.
Yeah,
I
all
would
the money in
buy
the
an
world,
island.
I would buy an
want
island.
that one island that the Virgin guy owns, Necker Island.
What, he already owns it. Find
I
your
know,
own.
I'd buy it from him.
Oh.
Okay,
Why-
but
why?
from CES, here's what happened. I want that Horizon tablet.
Okay,
I
let
want
me-
that
let me-
Lenovo Horizon tablet.
Let me
Can
show
we
a
take look
picture
at it?
of this tablet because it is so cool. It's huge. And then the coolest thing about it
So
is
it's
that
a 27-inch tablet and computer. You can just prop it up like a desktop and use it in its touch, and you can have a keyboard and blah, 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 blah. But the most important, then look at
here
that.
is where it gets really cool. It has all these accessories that connect to it that you can have like family game night around your 27-inch table.
Yeah, or you and I could have it and sit it on a table, and we could write our script interactively because Lenovo has an interface where you can use it and I can use it at the same time, and it's optimized for like multi-user computing.
But let's go back to what's actually important about this, which is
Okay.
the joystick thingies that you stick onto it, and then you can play games. And there's
I
a
hate
there's
games.
this.
I don't care about that
I
part.
know you're really not excited, but there's a 6-sided die, and through Wi-Fi, when you roll the dice,
That's cool.
it knows what number you rolled because of Wi-Fi.
That is so
That's
cool.
like one of those like futuristic things that I'm just like, I don't even know how they did it.
I don't
It's
either.
just like half of the things here. I don't even know how they did
And
it.
actually, this was my vote for the Best of CS show because I think that that it's innovative because it's not only a thing that you can just use as a computer, as a desktop that everyone needs,
Right.
but it also it points to this future different way of using gadgets. Because if you think about, like, you and I, we go out to dinner, and then we're both on our iPhone, and it's so rude sometimes. Like, we're ignoring each other. And then you can imagine, like, the typical American family now. They have their Sunday dinners, and the teenagers are sitting there texting, and the dad is checking his LinkedIn.
Right.
If that's a thing. And but with this Lenovo...
my dad's always checking his
Yeah, isn't
LinkedIn
that
at the
what
table.
happens?
Yeah.
But with this Lenovo tablet, it could kind of take that desire that we all have to be connected on screens all at once and allow us to also be together.
I wonder, though, if the whole point I'm sitting at the table is because I'm like texting. I'm not going to be texting you or
But that's the
whoever.
thing, I think that
is
with
this
this
bringing us
interface-
together so that we don't have to? Because
Well,
now
and
we're
you can also do different things on different corners of it. I just think it points to a future use case. Maybe this one's not perfect, but if I had $1 million, I would buy this Horizon tablet.
well, and you know what's cool about it is that it doesn't come in this table that they built specifically for this, and it had like a thing that moves, and then it's like an actual coffee table, and then it opened. I would buy that and the coffee table
That's
that came with
because
it.
you want your gadgets, we'll get to this, but you want your gadgets to basically be your furniture, and that's why she loves that Samsung Super HD OLED 4K TV that comes in this cage. It's like the best TV that came out here
Is
at
that,
CES.
do I have that? I have a picture of that. Let us show really quick a picture of
the
that.
Samsung UN85S9 Ultra HD TV.
Look at it. It's beautiful.
So see that stand?
So we took pictures next to it. I know, I'm really bad at driving this
Well, I'm going to
thing.
talk about this because that stand that is around that TV that looks like a cage or like a bird cage or an easel or a scaffold.
And so
that is built
TV, it has like
into the TV.
knobs on the side so you can tilt it. The actual speakers are
That was
on
cool.
the cage of the thing. So if you can disassemble it from the, I
But
don't know,
then
Emily
you would
keeps calling
have-
it a cage and I call it beautiful art. So you can, disassemble it from its beautiful art and then hang it on the wall, but then you need like its own.
Then you'd have to buy an expensive sound system to go with it because
Right.
those are the speakers for the television.
So I think it's beautiful.
So that's one of the things you would buy if you had all the money in the world. If
This is us in front of that thing doing our typical.
That's me saying absolutely not. I hate that. This
Yeah.
design aesthetic is offensive
And
to
that
me. I don't want my
raccoon- is that-
television
what is
to
that
determine
animal?
the look of the room.
That- he even has
that's
his thumbs
that animal
down.
looks like a bear but is maybe a monkey.
I don't. What?
I wish if you're on Twitter right now, tell us what that animal is.
Yeah, what
'cause
is
I know
that?
about it, but I took a class on monkeys once, and I really don't understand.
I really don't
I
think
didn't
that's a
do
bear
well
that
in
looks like
class.
a monkey. I
It
don't
is.
know.
That is what it is.
Anyway, I love. Emily is unimpressed with this thing.
Okay, so the other thing I would buy is that curved TV, the Samsung curved TV.
Yes, I have a picture
For
of that.
absolutely
Look at
no
how,
reason,
look at
but
how,
it's just beautiful.
Look at how good at this I'm doing. Here, look. Here's the curved TV. You can't really see it. What I thought was really cool about this is that it doesn't even really need a stand because the curve of it is holding
holds
itself up,
which is kind of brilliant.
and it has a really good side viewing angle, which
Yeah.
which is pretty amazing. I don't know why you would have a house in which sitting directly like this makes a difference because if you're watching TV, you're not sitting on the side.
Well, I was being
Whatever.
really snarky about it when we saw it, but then I kept not being able to take my eyes off of it, and it really soothed me. Something about the wrapping round shape of it was really like womb-like, and I really want it.
I don't know if I want my TV to be womb-like.
You don't? Because isn't your TV
Kind
one
of.
of the most
No,
important things to
you know what I noticed when I was walking around the floor when I was seeing all these OLED TVs and all these 4K TVs, like part of it was the actual screen was gorgeous and wonderful, and part of it was the animations that they would put on these things
Yeah.
were like unreal. It was like Iron Man and like
well, and that just
things and
speaks to the fact
exploding.
that with these TV technologies, 4K is not really that big of a deal unless you have content that can take control of it and optimize it and use it. And so when these people, when Samsung, Panasonic, LG are showing off their TVs at CES, they have made sure to have images that make it look as crisp as possible.
Yeah.
But then we go out and spend $11,000 on one of these televisions.
Right, and I'm
then
still
we
watching
watch
Top Chef.
Top Chef
Yeah,
in
and,
like low res because we don't want to pay Comcast.
Yeah, and I'm
for
still have
the
like
expensive thing. and then we
America's
can't
Next
see
Top
it.
Model, which I don't need to see in 4K.
Or if you saw it, you'd be like, I'm horrified.
Yeah, and then so I don't know. I don't know what the point of the 4K
All right.
obsession is just yet.
Let's talk about how you want to buy the Razer Gaming Edge.
The Razer Edge is the tablet that swept
the best of CS
the best
awards.
of CS
Oh, no,
awards.
here, pull it up.
Oh, here's the. Let me.
It swept our awards and People's Voice. You guys absolutely said that it was your favorite thing. People in the chat rooms and in the comments of our hands-on are just going crazy for this because not only is it a full-fledged Windows 8 tablet and it works great, but it also has these actual physical controllers.
Yeah, so it's a yoke that you can put it in so that you can use it like a regular gaming console. You can. It also comes with a dock.
Okay,
it
cool.
also comes with a, where you can plug in regular controllers in. It comes with another dock that you can use as a
Yeah.
computer. Like, it's the most versatile thing I've ever seen. I love it for the gaming. I think that yoke is awesome. I would love to hold. I mean,
love that you love
I
it,
love
and
it.
I respect that you love it. I hate gaming, so I just don't get it.
Look at
But
how beautiful
I
it
respect
is.
that everyone who loves gaming, and I want to buy this for like my brother so that he will play it.
It got the Best of CS award. It got the People's Voice award. It got. I think we even saw a prototype of it last year, which I thought was really cool. I loved it
and
then.
the gaming guys from CNET, Dan Ackerman and Scott Stein and Rich Brown, last year said this thing is half-baked, it's not ready, but we love where it's going. And then this year when they saw it, the kinks had been worked out, and it's almost ready. And
I
actually,
can't wait.
It's great.
How much do you think this thing is going to cost?
I have no idea, but I know that you're going to buy it.
I'm
because
going to
you
buy it.
Absolutely everything.
Yeah,
you
and
could
because
possibly
of
buy.
my obsessive gambling habit this year.
Oh yeah, and if only you had won in Vegas, you could have afforded it. But how much did you lose?
Let's take a break for a couple minutes, and we will come back to more of the things that we saw this year on the show floor. For
it was $175.
Okay, thanks.
Bye. And we're back with Rumor Has It live at CES 2013. On the last day of the show, I am Emily Dreyfus.
And I'm Corinne Levy. And every time we say 2013, I can't even believe that it's 2013.
I mean, I can't believe
I'm
that I've actually...
I'm like, you just said that wrong. It's 2012.
Also, do you realize that we've spent this entire year so far at CES? All of 2013, as it has existed, has been in Vegas.
It actually feels like it.
And since what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, it's like this didn't even happen at all. Like,
right.
I don't even feel like
I know.
here.
I can't even believe we're recording this right now.
No, this isn't recording. This is a dreamland.
Yeah, that's very true.
Speaking of that,
what would you like to do first?
I want to offload. I want to get off of my chest, Corinne, all of the low points of the past 6 days of wandering around the Michigas of this
Here's
place.
The good news about the Michigas, which means crazy, if you don't happen to know
if you're not Yiddish.
But the best part about the low parts are what they weren't that low.
Yeah,
like,
they
were
that
actually
low.
still awesome.
Also, they were still my favorite parts, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So let's run them down.
One of the most depressing parts for me was when I finally trekked to the North Hall.
Yes.
And when I got in there, I had all these really high hopes because I wanted to see the little gadgets that I could actually afford and that I could actually buy and put in my pocket and that would go crazy and make me happy. And instead, I was just inundated with a sea of what seemed like hideous iPhone cases.
But then the problem with that is that your phone is on the brink of falling out. Every time I see you on your phone without its case, it makes me like a kitten loses its wings or whatever.
I don't have an iPhone case. I have an iPhone 5 that is not in a case, and that is because it's a beautiful piece of technology that should not be hidden behind some hideous.
But did you see there was a Lego iPhone case that then you could build?
What am I, a
Legos?
7-year-old boy?
I thought that was maybe the coolest thing I've seen in the whole
I'm sorry,
show.
I know that's really insulting because everybody loves Legos, and I love Legos too, but I don't want that on my iPhone.
Okay, trust, fine.
But you're right, my iPhone is going to break, and you should change my mind.
Here was my low point of this show was that everything that I saw, I was like, meh. And I don't know if that is because I'm so jaded because I do this every day. I don't know if that's because the technology I don't know. I
want to see your not impressed face.
Here I saw this 4K camera, and that is what I said.
This is what she looks like.
This is like that's what I looked about when this 4K camera. And like if you could see kind of to the behind where it says live video, that was actually it was recording that clock.
Yeah.
And I looked at it. Didn't get it.
So you can see on the screen, it says live video, and then there's the clock, and you can see all the machinations of this machine working.
It just was not. I just couldn't. I think my eyes are bad.
Well, our eyes are bad. That is true.
Yeah, I'm like, I think my eyes are bad. As I'm
but I
wearing
went to David
70%
Katzmeyer and
prescription.
said, like, is it just that we're myopic and we don't get it? And he's like, no one can see it.
Yeah.
No one.
So I think that technology that was.
It's just disappointing.
It's disappointing. So that was a low light for me. Let me go to our next. Please take it away.
Can I talk about your gambling problem? Or do you want to talk about...
I just can't believe you keep calling it a gambling problem. As though I'm calling
You're
that...
like, Emily, let's bet on the Best of CES awards. She's texting me while we're making a decision.
I know, I had to call my bookie.
$5.
Yeah. I mean, the truth is, she's not lying. Okay, fine, I admitted it. I have a gambling addiction. My mom is calling.
I know.
The crisis center.
I don't know what AA is for
don't worry,
gambling,
Mom.
but someone
We're
should call
okay.
it.
All right.
Wait, no, the true low light, I want to skip to the actual, I think, not in all serious low light of the show for me.
Okay.
Which was the Qualcomm keynote opener.
So let's do we have a pic? I wish we had a picture. We don't. So there's nothing to show here, and it's actually for the better.
No, you don't want to see it. You would be horrified.
So I explained. So we both do theater, and so when we saw this, it really hit home because it really felt like we were at a middle school production of or people talking to middle school students.
Yeah,
I think.
It was as though an old age home had decided to bring in a middle school theater troupe.
Yes,
and had said so that they could show the old people what youth was. And so I just felt bad because these tweens, these people, I'm sure they were very nice people.
I feel that they actually were in their late 20s.
Perhaps. I mean, well, that's what always...
Which is part of the problem.
And then they impersonated youth in America. And I will admit that I am about to be 30 years old, people. So I am not anymore in the youth of America. I am aging before you. That is what you're seeing right here. So perhaps I'm just bitter, but these people were trying to tell us what youth was, and what youth was in their estimation was talking like, oh my God, talking like this.
Yeah, and
I'm
then
super connected.
the guy in the beanie who was like, and I'm a gamer, and this is gaming. Gamer.
I mean,
it was like every buzzword
we
that
were
you
just
heard.
horrified.
They said Twitter, they said tweet, they said connected.
They said they can't live without Twitter.
It was really
it just broke my
depressing.
heart. It really broke my heart. And then what was really upsetting about it was then later Steve Ballmer came on stage and they associated him with that. Right. They were like, "You're born mobile. You're one of those people."
Yeah,
and,
he's like,
stab him in the heart.
And he was like, and then I think he really bought it.
No, I mean, I actually think it was unfortunate because the idea is fine. It's a fine idea. Like, these kids are actually born with with smartphone technology, which we didn't have when we were children. That's true. They are born mobile, and they are going to be able to use these apps different. And Sharon Vaknin, who is one of the youngest people who works at CNET, is a good example of a super connected person. It's in her DNA.
Absolutely.
She gets it. It's true. Born mobile is a great idea. I don't have any issue with that. All I have an issue with is insulting me with terrible dancing, horrible accents, and pretending that if you're young, you're an idiot.
Yeah, that's it. That's it in a nutshell. If you're young, you're an idiot. You say every single buzzword having to do with mobile technology.
And you know
which-
what? I find it insulting because people are always telling us, or telling young people that they're idiots. And in fact, not to get real on you, but we're changing the world, people. Half the apps that you guys are using were invented by young people. And we're voting in droves. Like, we're a good generation.
Agreed.
Don't diminish the born mobile generation.
Don't diminish it by using buzzwords like connected and gaming.
Yeah,
and
don't
whatever.
buzzwordify us. Or them.
Good
if I'm
one.
not
That
part
was
of
a
us.
good one. Don't buzzwordify us.
Okay, so should we talk about the highlights now that we've talked about all the things that
let's
were
talk
terrible?
about the highlights. I want to show you the best picture of the highlights is when we met One Direction. Speaking of us,
so it's not up yet.
Oh, it's not
well,
up yet.
we took a
but
moment.
We took a
on
moment,
the floor,
and then Emily was like, "I don't even know who that was," and I was like, "You're dead to me."
Because,
How can
well,
you
if
not
you guys
know?
watch Rumor Has It, you know that I am really not with it when it comes to pop culture because I don't have a television. So I don't know who Honey Boo Boo is. And everyone's
So-
always trying to send me images of Honey Boo Boo so that I'll learn. And I refuse. And if you pull it up on the screen right now, you are
I will
dead
not.
to
I
me.
won't. She won't let me do Honey Boo Boo. One time in the trailer, we had to look at. This is the CNET trailer that exists in the parking lot. We were kind of stressed out, and then we put on a kitten cam, and we watched kittens for like.
And it made us so happy.
Yeah.
That's Laura Kukulia and Jen Gavin, who we work with all
Yes.
the time.
And so we looked at kittens, which really, warmed
The
our
other
hearts.
highlight for me was when, in the middle of all of the live blog stress, which I'm sure you guys were not watching from home like as closely as we were, or perhaps you were and you were loving it because it was amazing. But at one point, we were so stressed. I don't think I had gotten up from my computer in 12 hours.
Okay.
And then suddenly the song "Build Me Up, Buttercup" came on.
I mean, so it's
And
kind
then
of
we
telling
sang.
that all of our highlights had nothing to do with anything that we saw except maybe the.
No. Okay, well, the true highlight of CES, I think, what came from CNET, and maybe I'm biased.
Yeah, what do you mean? That's weird.
It's possible. But it came from Molly Wood and Brian Tong when they were here on this stage doing live torture testing of devices. I know this is going to sound ridiculous and crazy, and I'm just emotional, but I almost was teary-eyed when that iPad survived. Like a phoenix.
came out of the ashes of itself because it was like in a zillion
Well, they dunked it
pieces.
in water.
Yes.
And it filled with water behind the screen to such an extent that you could see the water.
Yeah,
and
when
you
they
could see- and
moved
it.
it,
Was
yeah.
pouring out. Then they took that waterlogged iPad and dunked it into liquid nitrogen. Right. Which I was screaming when they did that. I thought it's going to explode. The water's going to turn to ice. It's going to explode. The glass is going to shatter. Right. The beautiful man with the very interesting facial hair who was in charge of it is going to get injured. But that is not what happened.
That is not what happened at all.
Instead, it froze and it was freezing and it looked crazy.
It was all brrr.
And Brian Tong,
Crazy.
brave genius that he is, climbed atop a 9-foot ladder.
Right.
And dropped that thing
On its side.
On its side, and it is weighted so perfectly that even when he dropped it like this, so that it could do nothing but land on its side, it didn't.
And
It
we were
fell
sitting in
like
front
this
of
flat.
our monitors like this, and we
Were
cheered.
horrified. And
When
then,
it
okay, wait, we have a picture of it.
We do? Oh, God. I'm really bad at driving this thing.
Okay, it doesn't matter. We had a picture that you can see on the site.
Let's see.
Of the iPhone.
iPad.
Of the iPad cracked. Its screen completely smashed and shattered. And then you look up close, and that thing is on. The little apple behind the screen is on, and it had actually survived that, which means that you could really take that screen. You can pay a third-party person to get a new screen for you. You can actually look up Sharon Backman's how-to on how to do it yourself.
I don't think
And
I
then
can find a
that
picture of it.
thing would work after all of that. So if you were wondering if you shouldn't buy an iPad because it couldn't handle it and you might be like, you have too harsh of a lifestyle.
Not only can it
turns out-
handle it can handle it in the frozen tundra. It can handle it throwing it off of a building. It can handle it anywhere that you.
I know, it's like
it
the
was
miracle
pretty
iPad.
awesome. It really
I wanted
was.
to crown that the winner of CES, but that was not allowed.
No, Apple's not here. What else was a highlight? I feel like we had a lot of highlights. We found a Gibson guitar tent out in the parking lot where
Oh, so
you
beautiful.
could play guitars just for, if you wanted to,
Yeah, if
which
you
was
wanted to
really cool.
take
If
a
you
look
wanted
at
to take a look at,
there's the iPad. That is
the
it in
iPad.
the
Let's
liquid
go back
nitrogen.
because me playing guitar is more embarrassing than a highlight.
You could hear that. And okay, you could. Did you see that little apple was on? I mean, this is before it even got dropped. You can see that it is freezing over. They pull it out.
It's like crystal freezing.
Honestly, I'm not even an iPad fanboy. Look at that guy's facial hair. That is also
That
my
was a
favorite
highlight
part that
of
happened.
the
Because
CES.
this is what I said about that man. He has absolutely every type of interesting hair that you can have on a human being. He has a mohawk that's down. He's got a long goatee. He's got mutton chops. He's got a mustache.
He doesn't quit with all that. Was this an iPad Mini?
No, it's an iPad 3.
iPad 3.
Yeah. And then he...
Look, Molly's holding it.
Demonstrating it.
I like she's holding it so gently, and in 1 second they're going to throw it off of a 9-foot
I mean,
ladder.
I feel like we should be playing like Schindler's List music for it. Okay, but like John Williams, is that the? Is that his
look,
name?
it was still yes.
Like very sad, serious music.
Like we don't know what's going to happen.
And then
I think we already spoiler alerted you.
Yeah,
Like,
we did.
It was fine. Sorry, but
yeah, it survived, but it's really amazing.
But it's unreal.
So
how
I want to talk about what a couple of the things that we can determine are going to happen in the future based on what we saw at CES.
Okay, great. I think that's a good.
I do also want to watch him drop this all the way.
Okay, here we go, guys. Ready?
There it is.
There it is. It's
3,
time. It's happening.
2, 1, drop it!
Oh! Now it shattered into a million
Yeah,
pieces.
and so you think it's dead.
And it still came on.
But it is not dead at all. Yeah.
It's like
Okay, here we go, guys. Let's
I can't.
Okay,
I mean,
I can't even look at it
makes
anymore.
it gives me.
Okay.
I know it gives me.
Okay.
So we when we were wandering around yesterday, and we were we got lost. I hate to say it. We took a couple pictures of us being lost.
Yeah.
Because
take a look at this. We're showing you a part of CS I don't think you normally get to see.
Right, which is where that's us.
Yeah.
It's like
That's
so
the
embar-
map that they
That's
give you
the
to
map
try to
that
find
they,
the booths.
And the problem is neither of us knows how to read a map. Here we just gave up. And so we found where all the storage containers are. But while we were doing that, we were thinking and we were wondering like what is going to come next year?
Yeah.
What's going to happen in the future?
I think that, so there weren't necessarily rumors at this CES, except for perhaps Project Thor, which we thought was a new NVIDIA device.
Yeah, but then...
But actually, I think
yeah.
it's just a code name for Project Shield, which you guys know about. But some of the things that we can say looking forward in the future are going to happen based on what we saw at CES this year is, number one, bendable screen technology.
The bendable screen technology
Samsung
is...
and
Let me
Corning
find a picture
both
of that.
showed it off, and it is just mind-blowingly awesome. Why do we need it? What is the use case for it? Who
Here
knows?
is a picture of the bendable screen.
Yeah, I mean, you can actually hit that. That's a video, and you can watch it work. No
There's
one
gonna
has
be
an
an ad.
answer right now for what you're going to do with this thing. I mean, people say, oh, you could put a strap around your wrist that's a screen, and then you could type on it. I think that's so niche that it's kind of crazy.
What I think will be interesting is if they incorporate that into all the wearable tech that they have been showing off, with
Absolutely.
like the Pebble Watch or the smart whatever
So
it is, that
true.
Martian watch. And then you can, instead of, a watch with a band, you could do one of those like snappy
Snap-ons?
things from
Which
the
I always
80s,
wanted,
which I love.
which I actually still have.
And then have an entire screen wrapped around your wrist. I think that's so
yeah,
awesome.
and I actually think it'll make it so that those watches are less hideous. Because right now, the really smart, great watches that do some really amazing things are also kind of bulky. They look a little bit poorly made. Not completely. I mean, the Pebble is actually beautiful. And the other one that Brian Bennett loves, which I think it's the Basic.
That's the Basis band,
band.
which is a band. So look, she's like, this is a screen.
But I think that with this technology, they'll be able to incorporate it around the watches better so that it'll be made more beautifully.
Yes.
So that's going to happen.
Totally.
The other really awesome thing that is going to be a reality, guys, the future is just about to be here in 1 second, is this interface that Brian Tong and some other people at the show were playing with, which is that a new way to interact with your computer where it syncs with your eyes and then your eyes navigate through your computer for you without a mouse.
So the coolest thing about this was that Brian Tong was playing Fruit Ninja, which is a game where you on the iPad where you swipe fruit, and he was doing it with his eyes, which was
and it worked.
Unreal. How it works better than me doing it with my fingers. So I think it was really cool. I think there's it needs to go a little bit further. Like Seth Rosenblatt was saying that he would love if you could blink and it opened an app, or you know what I mean. So there are a couple new things that it could do in the future that I think will.
Yeah.
But I think the implications of this are unreal. I think there could be so many awesome things that can happen with this
Absolutely.
technology.
Like right now, it can't react to your blinking.
Right.
Is that what you were saying?
Yes.
Yeah, so they need to figure that out. But it's really, really cool. Okay, what are the other things? Oh, the other thing that I think we can determine from this show is that 3D technology, not a thing.
I have not seen what... There was the LG booth where I think it was similar to last year, where you walk in, you put those glasses on, and it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Things are flying at you, whatever. I just don't see it happening anymore. I think 4K is the new 3D.
Yeah, and no, it's just that 3D did not take off. Even the 3D TVs, we saw one LG TV where we were playing a 3D game on it, and it was true. It looked amazing. It did look like it was coming right at me. It didn't make me feel nauseous. It was really cool. Everything about it was awesome. But no one cared.
Nobody cared at all. There was 7 people in that area, and they were only trying to get to the OLED.
Yeah.
4K OLED, everything. So,
okay, and then the other thing that I think we can glean from
Yes.
what happened to us at this show is that the next wedding that you guys go to is you're going to see, you know how when you go to weddings now, the thing that's in is a photo booth?
Yes.
And everyone goes into the little photo booth and they take pictures?
Right, and then you can have a photo booth of yourself at this wedding, right?
Okay, the next iteration of that is going to be this thing called Instaprint, which you've probably already heard of. It wasn't announced here, it just was here, and how much interest there was in it was really shocking to me. And that is you can take your phone and you can hashtag something on Instagram using a certain hashtag, and it will print out from this wall-mounted printer a little beautiful picture in 1 second.
Yeah, like
And what
30
they-
seconds later, I had 3 pictures of my cats and a picture of you.
Yeah, I printed out. It
was awesome.
Yeah, it was amazing. And then it comes out as stickers. You
And
can
they're
have as many
little,
as
you
want.
can do,
And what you do is you rent it out for parties, and hopefully in the future it would be the type of thing that you can buy on your own and just have it as a standalone printer, which
the
it isn't
cost
right
of
now.
it was
It was
crazy.
astronomical.
It was like $5,000 for half a day.
It literally was $5,000 for
Yeah,
half a day.
but-
And when you rent it, you have to also rent the man who comes with it to run it.
Right, and who knows how much he costs.
I know, and he better be handsome and dressed nicely at your wedding.
It's Gene Munster.
It better be Gene Munster.
Gene Munster, I'm sold. I'll take
my
that.
gosh. All right, guys. Well, one thing I also just wanted to let you know before we wrap up is that there's really good news today. There was a concern, you remember this, that there was going to be an asteroid that was going to hit the Earth in 2036, and NASA's been very concerned about it, and they've been playing it down on NPR because they didn't want to alarm us that there was Armageddon.
Right.
But just FYI, don't worry, NASA has determined it's not going to hit us.
Thank God.
So we're going to live.
Yeah, well, there was one day when every single CNET editor was in one space
Yes.
in the trailer, and I was like, this is the day it's going to happen.
And now it won't happen, so
And
don't
now-
worry.
So we're good.
All right, thank you guys so much.
Wait, before we end, we put out on Twitter this morning if anybody had any Twitter questions. We got one response.
Oh, great.
And it was actually a pretty good question. Are we going to see any desktop-oriented OLED monitors in 2013?
Definitely.
Definitely. Absolutely, definitely. We already saw a 4K
tablet.
So I think OLED...
And there's a 4K monitor that came out here at CES as well.
Yes, and a
that
4K
Eric
monitor.
Franklin
I think
talked
an OLED 4K monitor is up next. I'm just...
For sure.
I'm super...
Will anyone care? Will anyone be able to tell the difference?
No, I want to stop
probably
talking
not.
about 4K.
I mean, and the thing
Until
with
I buy
4K
a
is that
4K TV.
You really can't see it when it's small. It's even harder to see when it's small. So that's one of the reasons why the TVs come in 80 inches and 110 inches is because that way you can actually appreciate the reality of it. So yeah, it'll happen. Will it be worth it? Probably not.
I
Will
wish
it
I
be
had
$1 million?
room for a 110-inch television.
Me too. Let's get a mansion.
It would be okay. No problem.
Okay, but guys, thank you so much for joining us. We had so much fun on Rumor Has It. We had so much fun at CES 2013. Before we go away, we've got Brian Tong live, standing by somewhere in the Central Hall. We're going to be right with him after this break. Thank you so much.
All right, guys, it is the last day here at CES 2013, and we wanted to give you guys something really special. We've done a lot of these live hits that maybe have only lasted about 5-10 minutes tops, but we're going to go hard. We're going to go so hard at Vegas, a full hour live streaming. I'm going to see if I can make it through this with you guys. So we're going to do a few cool things to get you guys involved. Now, first of all, if you check out this thing on my little hip, right, you're familiar with the Fitbit. This is the Fitbit One tracker. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start my activity here right now from scratch. And what that's going to allow us to do is we're going to track how many steps we cover in the entire show floor. I probably should have mentioned this, but right here on my wrist, I know, ignore the bling, but this black wristband here, this is Fitbit's Flex. Okay, this is their new product that won Best of Show at CES. This is a prototype model. This is not a currently working model, but we wanted to show it off to you because now they're going to the wearable side. I'm actually wearing their current Fitbit one on my hip. We're going to track those steps, and what we'd like you to do is during the course of this 1 hour extravaganza, we want you early on to guess how many steps I will take, and when I finish that, the person who gets the closest one, you screenshot that tweet you sent to me, and then tell me what you guessed. Whoever gets the closest and you send it right back to me, we're going to give you a prize pack, and I'll show you what it is. Here, Max, come over here, Max. All right, so this is our buddy Max, right? Max works with the crew at our stage. We had to put him to work, okay? So what we have in here is, why don't you just model this off, Max? Yeah, like a sexy model, all right? This is an official CES 2013 CNET backpack, and inside of this backpack, what are we going to give you guys? We have like a Jelliskin, we have a Nyan Cat, we have I'll pull it out later, but we have an amazing CNET official hoodie from the show, a bunch of pens, and so we are going to give that away to the winner who guesses who gets closest to how many steps I'm going to take during this 1 hour tour on the CES show floor. I know, this is crazy. Now, also, my producer, Sarah, here, she's on her map. Sarah, look at, no, you're going to come here. So, look at this. Let's show the people here this map. We want to set this up for you guys. This is crazy. We've never done this. A 1 hour live, going hard. Okay, so this is the central hall. Now, let's see where we are right now. Okay, look at this beautiful map. If you follow the silver line, we're here right in the center area near TCL and Panasonic. We're going to weave our way through LG, show you some of the great stuff there and some of the nominees from our Best of CES award show. We're going to wrap around, go through Panasonic a little bit, come through here, hit Sharp, then go to Samsung, all the way ending at Sony. Are you guys with me? Are you with me? Okay, so we're going to start walking over here. During the course of this, we're going to find people to talk to. We're going to show you some really cool products. But this has never been done before, so we really want to get you guys a sense at home that are just sitting back, relaxing, how amazing this show floor is. I'll walk a little slower so that we can get through here. This is a pretty impressive show floor, and what's beautiful about this is it's Friday, so a lot of people have not been at home. They're all gone now, right? No, it's a lot more empty. We're going to weave through, but really get you a sense of the size, the scale, and how many people we have here. Also, you know how we do it, right? On the phone. If you guys want to tweet me any questions during the course of this live broadcast, all you have to do is tweet me. The screen name or the Twitter name, what am I talking about, is at Brian Tong. So at Brian Tong is what you guys have to do for this 1 hour tour. Send me questions, and that's also, you need to put your predictions out there for the Fitbit, how many steps we take. Let me check where we're at right now. We're at 88 steps right now. 88 steps, okay? We're going to keep tracking this. We're going to keep on walking around. Okay, let's go in here. Right now, we're here. We're walking into the LG booth, so we'll let Jim get a good view of what we have here. This is one of the entrances of LG's booth, okay? So we're just going to take our time, go through this. Say hi. Hi, he said hi. Okay, let's go over here. All right, so we know LG has a variety. What's your name, Lisa? Come over here.
My name's Lisa.
Oh my gosh, nice to meet you. So she said hi to me while we were walking over here. And Lisa, you check out some CNET stuff?
Oh yeah.
How was the show floor for you so far?
It's been great. We're doing more shopping, I think, than it's like, what do we want to take home?
Well, what do you want to take home?
Oh, I want to take home a lot of stuff. I saw some little Bluetooth speakers.
Okay.
I want to hook up to my cell phone and play.
So do you want to play a little game here? We're actually streaming live on the internet.
Oh, hi.
Okay, so what we have is I have a backpack of goodies. I have some cool stickers. look around here. Let's go over here. We'll do a little fun thing over here, okay? We're going to come over here. Okay. So see this product right up here? If Jim can get that top name thing, right? The HomeBot Square. It's like this device that floor sweeps. We're going to have this really cool demo here, and it tracks, right, the layout of your floor in your apartment or your home and dusts it up. Okay, now close your eyes. Do you remember the name of the product that we just told you?
HomeBot.
And if it was, and there's one more part. No. There's one. This is really good memory retention because you see so much stuff here. There's a shape that's associated with the name. Do you remember the name of the shape in that title?
Was it a square?
Yes! Lisa, you are amazing. Here we go. This is what we'll do for you. We'll give you a CNET sticker. And then Max, if you could come over here. Inside of the small pack here, we have a bunch of pens that we're going to give you. And we will, oh, thank you so much. Here you go. This is a cool CNET pen with like a floaty ball in it. Let's show.
Oh, neat. Exciting.
If you guys come to the show right here, you're going to be, if you find me on the show floor, I know someone's going to run all the way from home here, you'll be able to do some fun stuff with us. Lisa, thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks for saying hi.
I wanted to play the on-the-floor game, but I haven't had time.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. All right, so we're going to keep on walking through the booth. Thanks, Lisa.
Thank you.
So, we're going to have random organic occurrences like that. Let's just kind of take a look at what we have here on this side. LG, again, right? Smart TVs, really a big deal here at CES 2013. We have LG came out first with the wand. That was kind of like the Wii control to navigate through the interface. We have a couple demos here going here of just kind of the menu layout. Obviously being able to access a web browser directly from your TV. I know you guys want to see really the cool stuff, so let's just go over to the big TVs, the big screens, because this is what CES 2013 is all about. So we'll take Jim with us, be really careful, and just kind of grab a scene of what we see all around here. LG's booth also on the right-hand side showing how, with their smart washers, their smart stoves, their smart refrigerators. It's more than just TVs here. We have a lot of smart appliances, and we're going to keep on navigating. This is really what you're seeing here now is the heart of LG's booth. Now, if you saw our LG's tour earlier, we were only to cover so much of it because it gets really crowded here. It's all good. So let's come over here. This one, actually, I thought this device here is pretty cool. So this is LG's ultra-wide PC screen, and what makes it unique, right? Ultra-wide screens for the desktop computer aren't too common yet. They're starting to become more popular, especially with gaming and obviously the ability to watch your movies and content. With this form factor, it'll be a wider desktop. This is a 21:9 ultra-wide display. Really slick design with this cool little base here, and it also allows you to do 4-screen split screen for multitasking. So this is a little bit of some Bourne action. What's the fourth Bourne called? Bourne what? Legacy. I knew that. Max is my trivia guy. All right. So check this guy out. Another really cool thing LG's doing, but let's go over here. Okay, come on now. All right. So if you want to see what was one of our nominees at the show here, we'll come around this front side. This is LG's 55-inch OLED. Is that correct, sir?
That's absolutely correct.
That is absolutely. This is Bill Kennedy with LG. We're from CNET, and you're actually live on the internet right now.
Awesome. Thank you very much for coming into the LG booth.
You look beautiful today.
Why, thank you.
Now, we wanted to talk about this TV. Just an amazing design. We saw, it was sneak peek last year. Now it's really coming to market.
Right.
This was one of our nominees for Best of Show in the television category.
Yep.
Can you talk a little bit about what makes this so special for you? I know you guys have cool bullet points today, but really what makes this television special?
What's really amazing about this technology is you're truly seeing colors and brightness the way it should be seen, because unlike a traditional backlight-based system, you're not dependent on the backlight. There is no backlight. The pixel is the light. And so it's either on or off based on the amount of electricity coming into it. So it gives us a much more accurate reproduction of colors and infinite contrast.
The design is pretty dang sexy.
Oh yeah, 4mm thick, and it's actually, technically, the panel's probably thinner than that. It's just the bezel to keep it uniform. OLED's a very flexible technology. We actually have some curved TVs on the other side of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're looking at late March release, 55-inch at $12,000 around.
Okay, now, are you allowed to touch the TV sets? Are you personally, just you, not me? I don't need to.
I could kind of fake it probably.
Okay, would we like to have some fun things here? Would you be willing to kiss the side of the bezel of the TV to show your love for this amazing LG product?
You know what? Just because it's you, I'll do it.
And okay.
If I can get up there. You know, it's actually kind of hard to get up there.
Well, let's give it a shot, Bill. Okay, just give it. Put your lips on it. You could do it, Bill. Put your lips on it. Yes! Yes, Bill. Okay. You know what? First of all, I hope your wife wasn't watching that. She might be jealous.
No, she won't mind.
Okay. All right, Bill. So, we're going to do something kind of cool here. Where do my stickers go? Oh, you know what? I have to have Max here. Because you were such a cool sport, we're going to give you... I know you're going to take this home and cherish it, all right?
All right.
Let's come over here. Whoops, here we go. Thanks. All right, in our pack, we have the official CNET cool moving ball pen. Would you like that?
I would like that. Thank you very much.
We'll also, because I think you're this type of guy, if you guys ever watch the Nyan Cat meme, my producer's like, oh my God, I want this. This is a cuddly creature for you for making out with the LG OLED 55.
Thank you very much. I'm honored.
You kick butt. All right, thanks so much. All right, we're going to go check out over here the LG Ultra HD TV. This is another product that's really amazing that they're showcasing here at CES 2013. So let's just navigate through the crowd and see what we have going on here. Excuse me, guys. Is it all right if we slide through right here? Excuse me. Thank you. All right, so we know TVs were the big thing here. And over on my right side over here, this is LG's 84-inch Ultra HD TV. All right, this is 4 times higher resolution than current full HD. This is one of the other impressive TV sets here. You have the speakers integrated on it. Really, they're claiming it as the world's best output power soundbar for Ultra HD TV. They're showcasing 3D demos here. You can kind of look down the line. You'll also have their 65-inch and their 55-inch. And we have this good-looking man here, Jack Black. Oh my gosh, Jack Black. How are you doing? I love your movies.
Well, I'm the real Jack.
No, they're amazing. Like when you kick that dog off the bridge in Anchorman, you know how I roll?
Yeah, I know you roll, man.
Okay. So, how you're looking at these TVs? This is the first time you've seen these LG TVs?
What? Yes, sir.
What?
And
what do you think about them? What you've seen?
It's amazing. I wonder if they'll do football games.
Well, they ESPN does do a 3D broadcast if you get in that package.
Yeah, no, I have that.
Oh, you do. So you'd love to see that personally?
Maybe I'll watch it one time.
All right. Quick question here: if you had to pick between these 3 TVs, which one would it be?
This one.
That one?
Yes.
And how I can't even remember what they estimated the price for this.
It's got a price on there. I don't see it.
I know, but I bet it's got to be somewhere that specific model. I'd imagine it's going to be around 15 to 20. So.
Yeah, but next year it'll be 5.
You want to put a bet on that? $5,000, $5,000 next year.
I've seen this happen before. Yes.
He's a smart man. Okay, cool. Thanks so much for your time. We really appreciate it, Jack.
Thank you. What would this be on?
This is on right now. You're actually live on the internet right now.
All right. Well, hi, everyone. Thank you.
All right. That's cool. Okay, guys. So one more thing. We're going to just come out here outside of LG's booth because, everyone wonders, what is everyone looking at over here in the stage? So let's just come over here. You can kind of get a sense of the scope of LG's booth here, okay? Whoa. Look. See everyone out here? They're here for me. Everybody! Wave, say hi! Hi! See, right? It's for me. Wait. It's not for me. Thought it was special. It's for TVs? Come on. All right, guys, we're going to take a little breather, take a little break. We'll be back with more from the show floor, more contests. Anyway, let's just check where our Fitbit's at right now. It says we're around 122 steps. Okay, we'll see how that goes. We'll be back in a second, all right? All right, guys, woohoo! You know, we just took about a few steps. That kind of surprised me. Okay, so we're here again, still in the central hall. This is where all the action happens inside here. Behind me, you can see Panasonic's big booth, right? This is where all the TVs are. One of the finalists of our CES Best in Show Awards for TV sets. We will find that TV somewhere in that insane pile. But we also want to remind you guys again, right, to really engage you. If you have a friend that's here in the central hall, tell them to find us so we can have a little fun with them. Also, right, we have our little Fitbit tracker. We're at 247 steps now. We went from over there to here. The contest is if you send me a tweet, the name is @BrianTong. Predict how many steps we're going to get to by the end. Whoever gets the closest, you need to predict it early, then you'll be able to take a screenshot of that, send it to me, and we have this huge backpack with a sweatshirt, with pens, with stickers, with stuffed animals, maybe a picture of me, I don't know. Okay, so let's just walk down over here and check out what's inside Panasonic's booth. Again, to give you a little bit of feeling and size and scale of it. And Jim is doing an awesome job sidewalking down this incline. All right, that's risking my life. Risking his life. Okay, so before we get inside here, let's just check these screens out here. This is Panasonic's really new design for their next generation of television sets. Really just trying to have as thin a bezel as possible. Floating glass, really using this accented metal. What's different about this compared to other TVs I've seen is down here, you'll see how this metal surface kind of, it's almost like a branch. And I actually think that makes this TV set look really sexy and clean. We also have over here some other designs and concepts, almost like, get up. Jim, I'm sorry I had you go on your knees.
Yeah, fine, it's okay.
He said, Jim, what did you say?
I'm okay, don't
Jim's okay, all right. We're going to talk through the camera. All right, we're going to, Sarah? All right, so let's just come over here to Panasonic's booth. And really, let's just get to you the meat of what's inside here. We're going to go check out the ZT series. This was one of our finalists, really neck and neck with the top TVs here at CES 2013. So we're going to walk down this way. And while we do that, Jim can kind of show you the array of that they have. Right now, they're showing here their IPS LED TVs. That's the WT series. We're just going to keep on scrolling down, right? They sure all look very similar right now. WT, DT, ET. But we're going to get you to my favorite letter in the alphabet. We're getting close there, guys. This is the ZT series. Now, we know that last year, the VT series from Panasonic was our best TV of the year for the best reference and black levels, the overall image quality, and really Panasonic has always kicked it up another notch. This was nominated for one of the best of CES awards in television sets. This is their 60-inch display for the TC-P60 ZT60. Okay, hey, Ari, can you come over here real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, how did I know his name? I know, I'm good. Hey, how are you doing?
Pretty good.
Where are you from?
San Francisco.
San Francisco, the Bay. We're from the Bay, too. We're CNET here right now.
Yeah,
doing...
I walk by your office every day.
Oh, you walk by every day?
Every
you should
day.
come and say hi next time.
Next time. I will.
Okay.
Yeah,
so,
Monday morning.
okay. I'll put you on that.
Okay.
So is it Ari? Is that the right way to pronounce your name?
Yeah.
Okay, so Ari, did you get to check out the ZT series?
Yes, I did, yeah.
What do you think of it, honestly?
It's pretty cool.
Are you a big TV, are you a TV lover, or you're kind of checking out what's up?
I'm a movie buff, so I like good televisions to watch good movies. So.
And are you in the market for a new TV?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So let's see. What's the model number down there? Can you say that for us?
TC-P60 ZT60.
Okay. Close your eyes. We're gonna have a little game here. Okay. Close your eyes. If you can repeat that model number, or if you can pull out 5 characters, 5 of the. It doesn't even have to be in the right order. Close your eyes.
All right.
You cheater! You cheater! Stop it. All right. Hey, this guy. Okay. Tell me as many characters as you think you can.
TC-P60 ZTC60.
You know what? It doesn't matter. You basically got it. You said ZTC60 instead of ZT, but that was like literally without any prompting. So what we're going to do is we have some cool swag we're going to give you, okay?
Oh, nice.
Because you are the man. Look at this. Okay, so what we have here, this is a CNET hoodie.
Oh, wow.
You walk by our office every day.
Yeah.
I expect you to wear this every day.
I would, yeah.
Okay, this is a
perfect.
So what we're going to do is we have our booth This is the one we're going to show off to people. We have our booth that you can go and pick up one, and I'm going to give you a card that will enable you to get one, okay?
Awesome.
So thanks so much for just, hanging out with us, having fun. Here's the card. Go to our booth in the top of the South Hall. And then you'll be able to get your sweatshirt.
Great.
Free hoodie,
Thanks,
large size, and better knock on our door, okay?
Yeah, I will.
All right, that was cool. Great stuff. All right, so let's keep on walking through here. I'll give this hoodie to you. Thanks. Okay, so there we go. Just more people checking out one of the best in show TV sets. We're going to keep on going through here. And again, if you guys have any questions that you want to ask me while we're here on the show floor, just ask them to me. I'll check my phone during the course of this live broadcast, and we'll see what else is out there. Yeah, we're going to keep on going straight back, and once we get to the video cameras at the very end, we'll stop just to show you kind of some of the other cool stuff Panasonic is doing beyond just television sets. They're doing a lot of cool stuff with video cameras. So we're going to come over here a little more. Yep, just follow along with me. All right, so this is one of the new video camcorders here at CES 2013 from Panasonic. This is their HC X920, and what really makes it cool, oh, there you guys are bumping the studio over here. Okay, there's a lot of speaker system stuff over here that, people got to crank up. All right, so what makes this a really cool, unique camera is they've obviously improved the CMOS sensor inside. The 3MOS System Pro is what they call it, to really bring out richer colors. One of the really cool things that I like about this camera specifically is two things. So you have this manual ring here on the lens of the camera that allows you to do a manual focus on this specific model, but even cooler, this camera has a Wi-Fi chip built into it, and what that allows it to do is if you're on a Wi-Fi network, it allows you to directly broadcast over to Ustream when you're just holding the camera. So you could be in your home. Let's just flip this open just to make it, show it off here. There is no memory card in here right now, but what you can do is you can, Brandon? Could you help? Oh, there we go. Okay, could you show me, Brandon's our man here over at Panasonic. Could you also show people, I believe this is the camera that had kind of some of the fun filters that you could use right when you do that? Yes. So can you talk about it a little bit?
You can apply different filters while you're shooting live, so it's not something you have to do in post anymore. So you go to this, and then manual control, and then you have scene modes.
It's okay, I put you on the spot. I couldn't even do this.
It's set up in a different mode right now.
Okay.
Just give me 1 second.
But what's really cool about this mode is that we know there's the Instagram generation, right?
Yes.
And now you guys are applying this concept over to video, but making it happen live and on the fly, correct?
Correct. So, just give me 1 moment. Sorry.
There's no right. You know what? I put you on the spot. I'll talk about it more while you do that. I'll be back. Okay. So what makes it cool and unique is, right, you have the cool sepia tone, the cool blowout filters. That's built into the camera as well as Ustream capability from home. I just think that's really hot. So we're going to keep on walking around. If we get to Brandon, we will. If not, it's okay. So let's just come over here because we want to show you 4K is a big thing, right? 4K, everyone's talking about 4K TVs nonstop. So what they have over here in this corner, this is a reference camera, a prototype camera, and we'll just give everyone a second to take a look at this. But maybe we can get over here on this end. This is Panasonic's prototype 4K high-resolution camera, right? So this is in a prosumer design, very handy, very portable. There's no price on this. There's obviously no estimation when a camera like this will come out to the market. We'll see one in Sony's booth as well. But this gives you 4,096 by 2,160 pixels of resolution, exceeding the current full HD. It also has one HDMI output on the actual camera design, and you can see they're showing it taking an image of a heart clock. But again, everyone here at CES, they want to showcase, they want to showcase the designs and models that they have of of future hardware generations moving forward. So this is some really cool stuff. Well, you know what? We thank Panasonic for letting us come to their booth. We kind of just sprung it on them, but let's go take a walk outside here. We're going to walk through a couple more booths and transition over just again to give you the size and scope of CES 2013. Are you guys with me? I heard you. I heard one of you guys in the screen. Okay, before we keep on walking, let's do our Fitbit check. So far, 409 steps. We've gone through 2 booths. We've got 409 steps, so let's just keep on walking this way. Okay? And here again, this is a part of the central hall. This is really kind of another part of the heart of it. Again, you'll find smaller vendors in here like Maxwell and Toshiba. We're not going to go there. We're going to actually walk through Sharp's booth, Yeah, we're going to walk through Sharp's booth, so... Oops, sorry about that. So yeah, just walk and talk, hang out with us, okay? All right, so we're going to make... Jim's going to turn right, and I'm going to turn left in a second. So we'll walk over this way, and we're going to take you through Sharp's booth really quickly. Just to show you some of the cool stuff they have. I'll just walk over ahead of you guys. Wait, hold on. See this guy? He's CES. Is really tired. I'm going to go scare him. I'm going to scare him right now. Okay, shh, be quiet, be quiet. Hello? How you doing? Are you good? Are you good?
Yes.
Are you tired?
Yes.
Do you need a back rub?
Yes.
Would you like one right now?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. What's your name, sir?
My name is Oscar.
Oscar?
Yes.
Here at CES, we take care of men like this who have worked hard 4 days in a row. How's my strength on that? A little stronger? A little harder?
Yeah.
Harder?
Yeah.
Lower? Lower. Okay. I'm sorry I woke you up, but I wanted to give you a nice little back rub, all right? On a scale of 1 to 10, where would you rate that?
I don't know.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good was it? Good, very good, poor?
Very good.
Very good. The magic touch, baby. All right, thank you very much. Okay, we're going to come over here and just check out Sharp's booth again. Just see what's happening over here. And the good thing about this right now is the show floor is the most open it'll ever be. It really allows us the luxury to kind of walk through here and have some fun. So let's just go over here real quick behind me. We won't get too in-depth into it, but what they're demoing here behind me, this technology.
Getting the sources, the video.
These are Sharp's IGZO. They kind of pronounce them like IGZO displays. And what they are is it allows them to give them higher resolution on their LED screens. But the big thing is that they're bringing them to larger size screens for televisions so that they'll have higher resolution. If we go over to the right-hand side, what's also cool here is this is a demo of flexible OLED screens. We saw Samsung demo like a 5-inch form factor that was curved on some plexiglass. This is Sharp, I'm sorry about that, over on the right-hand side showing off this technology, flexible OLEDs. We saw these over at Sony's booth a couple years ago, and some people say, I don't want a flexible phone. But where these might come in handy is that if you have specific form factors where you may not have to look at the entire phone, maybe just want to look on the bottom that's curved and then see the rest of the phone revealed like that, it just opens the possibilities for us to see screens in different places, really nicely designed items that we haven't seen before. Some people might knock on this, but this is part of the future, okay? So we're going to keep on going and just kind of take a look through here. Okay, you know what? Let's just do this, guys. We're going to take a quick break, and we will come back here from Sharp. Stick with us. Fitbit check, guys. 528 steps. We wanted to do a little. Okay, Jim said he's okay for a little more. Okay. He's okay. Yeah, oh, he's okay. Okay.
I just had to readjust
the camera
on my shoulder.
Can you hear?
Hello, I'm Luke Westway for CNET here at CES 2013. I'm hanging out with my new robot pal. This is the iRobot Mirror pool cleaning robot. Now, iRobot, of course, is best known for making Roomba, the vacuuming robots, but it's turned its attention to the difficult business of cleaning swimming pools. There are a number of features on this that aim to make it easier to use than existing pool robots. So as it's cleaning your pool, this robot's obviously going to get filled with water and become very heavy, and that's where these rubbery valves come in, because as soon as you lift it out of the water, all of the liquid is going to gush out of these, and that should make it light enough to easily pick up. So how does it actually work? iRobot tells me that Mirror figures out the size of your swimming pool generally by just randomly bumping around into walls and stuff, and that helps it clean a bit more efficiently. If you take a look at the wheels, you can see they've got this foam coating, and coupled with these two blowers on the underside, that means that this can stick to walls, so it climbs up the side of your pool and cleans the water line as well. When the robot uprising happens, they won't be too happy that you made them clean your pool, but until then, this looks like a handy time-saving gadget. I'm Luke Westway for CNET, and this is the iRobot Mirror.
Hey guys, Sharon Backman from CNET here at the CES floor taking a first look at the Panasonic VT series plasma, which is the successor to last year's VT50 plasma. But this year, Panasonic has upgraded it with better blacks. You're also getting richer color and a faster driver, so you're going to get a little snippier graphics here. It has 3 USB ports and 3 HDMI. Those USB ports can be used to connect a hard drive, USB thumb drive, and can also be accessed from Panasonic's Swipe and Share application for Android and iOS. So what you can do is actually swipe photos and videos from your phone or tablet directly to the TV and back. The speakers are here on either side. It is a one sheet of glass design, but unlike the ZT series, there is a slight gap between the glass and the panel. Like most of Panasonic's plasmas, it does have 3D and comes with active glasses. It also has a whole suite of apps from Viera Connect like Pandora, Netflix, and Skype. Plus, there's a Skype camera built into the TV that pops up with your remote. This TV also comes with Panasonic's new remote control that includes voice interaction, so you can actually tell your television to go to a channel or search for something on the web. Like most things at CES, we don't yet have firm availability, but Panasonic does say it will come out April or May at the latest. We also don't have pricing, but we are hoping it stays within the range of last year's VT series. For CNET.com, I'm Sharon Backman.
All right, guys, we're back here in Sharp's booth. You know what? I just want to, because I said I would answer some Twitter questions, some people are already giving me trouble about that. Right now, tech.com said, "What the hell are you doing? Why did you wake him up?" Because he was sleeping in a public place. That's embarrassing. Why wouldn't I? Also, we have another question here. How many 4K cameras can we expect to see in 2013? Honestly, from a prosumer level, I'm still going to say none. I don't think that we're going to actually see a physical model. They're showing prototypes here, which really is a camera with a logo on top of it. So, I don't know. Okay, now while we were waiting over here, we have our good friend George. George came by, and of course we have to involve our friends and family, part of the CNET family. George, where are you from?
Here, Las Vegas.
Are those headphones squishing your chin? Is that uncomfortable?
Yes, very uncomfortable.
You could change that, you know, or is this the style right now? Is this the style?
It has to be the style.
Okay, so I got my headphones on like that, like George. Okay, so George, George came up nicely. You wanted to take a picture with me?
Yes.
Is that correct?
Yes.
Should we take a picture together?
Of course.
All right, we're gonna have Sarah, our producer, take a picture. We want to show you, like, clearly I'm being swamped by people right now, right? Yeah. All right. There we go. Cheese. George, you're live on the internet right now.
Yeah.
We're straight up. Let's see what the picture. Let's see the results here. That's a pretty good picture. I like that. Okay, George, you can't go yet though.
Okay.
You can't go yet. Okay. We have one. Yeah, there's a cool little jewel on there, a little basketball jewel on there. Okay. We have a contest for you. Okay. You can come here. You can win. Don't be scared of me. Okay. Do you watch any shows on CNET?
Your show.
What show is that? Oh! Okay, can I tell you it has to do with a fruit, maybe?
The apple bite.
Yes! Okay, now in the intro of the show, we like bite an apple and then we point it to the screen, okay? Right? We kind of catch it, bite it, point it to the screen.
Yeah.
This is your chance to do that. Okay?
I can do this, my man.
And I will, sorry, you can do this, right?
Yes.
I'm going to provide the music for you from the show. Once you hear the music, you will toss the apple, look at it, take a bite, and then point it to the camera, okay?
What if I don't catch it?
Then that's your fault. Okay? Here we go. Here we go. Ready? All right, I'm going to start the music, okay? Ready? Da-dun, 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 dun, dun, dun. Wow! Is that apple good?
Of course.
Okay, so what we're gonna do for you is, Max, if you come over here with the backpack, we're gonna hook you up with some cool pens here, with a CNET pen. We're gonna hook you up with an apple bite sticker.
All right.
No, seriously, kind of cool, right?
Ooh, yeah.
We just made them. Could you kiss that sticker for just our camera? Could you kiss that sticker? It's beautiful. It tastes good too, right? Okay.
Of course.
So we're gonna give you that. We're gonna give you a CNET pen, and also one other thing. I have a card in my pocket here. If you go to our CNET stage, you're gonna be able to pick up a hoodie, a CNET hoodie. Like, it's a black hoodie with the CNET logo on it, just for you, for hanging out with us, having fun, and just being a cool guy, okay? It'll look like this. So go to our booth and, yeah, represent, all right? So go over there and you're good to go, okay?
All righty, man.
Thank you, man. High five. All right. Okay, guys, let's just keep on walking. We're going to show you more of the Sharp booth. After Sharp, we're going to go to Samsung. Again, we'll continue to show you all the cool stuff. One of the coolest demos here at Sharp's booth is an 8K TV concept, right? So we know there's 4K television sets. Everyone is showing them here, but Sharp really wanted to say, okay, how do we take that to the next level? So we're going to get over here. Jim's going to be carefully navigate here. Everyone here is looking at Sharp's 8K TV set. Everyone's like, what is this, 8K? This is amazing. I'm going to let Jim jump in here and get some shots of the screen itself. What makes this screen unique when I look at it is it feels more than any other television set. It feels really like, think of like a digital picture, like a still picture, a high resolution picture image, but motion. This is a true concept. There is not going to be any 8K content available anytime soon. All right, you'll never see that anytime soon. But they want to show you a proof of concept. The resolution 7680 by 4320. It's 16 times the resolution of an HD TV. All right, that's insane. It also supports something like 22.2 surround sound, multi-channel surround sound. I'm just like, that is insane. And it's 85 inches. What you're looking at, 85 inches. Okay, so we're going to back up. There's a big crowd here, but we're going to be careful here. We're going to go out this way, and we're going to head over to Samsung's booth. But probably Sharp's best demo here is their 8K 85-inch TV. Just a really cool way to show it off. Okay, let's just walk down this way. Yeah, we're going to go over here, and we're going to go check out Samsung's booth. Samsung's booth rivals Sony's, really two of the best booths in the entire show. So right now we're walking between Samsung and Sharp. It's a clear path behind Jim, so we have Max and Sarah just making sure that he's got a clear space. Now, here's the thing. We're going to try this real quick. I have a friend who works for Samsung, and she doesn't know that we're recording live on TV. So let's go over this way. Okay, we're going to go over this way, guys. I have a friend that works for Samsung in a glass booth, and let's just do something real quick. If this works, it works. But if it doesn't, who cares? You guys are watching anyways, right? We will go. Let's just pause for a second here. We'll stay here, but we'll go inside. I just want Jim to give you guys a peek of inside the Samsung booth. We are going to go inside there. We have not shown any of you at home what's inside of that booth yet, just because it's the craziest booth here at the show. 2012 was really the year of Samsung, and you've got to think that 2013 they have a lot more coming. So I really hope she's here, okay? Let's just try this. It might just fall flat on its face, but... So Samsung, during the course of the show, they have this thing called the Smart Lounge, but much like CNET TV does, they have their own broadcast, all right? They call it like Samsung's TV Tomorrow, where they do live broadcasts here in this booth, okay? So over here, that's my friend Janet. That is literally one of my best friends from high school, right there in that raspberry vest. And Janet, I'm gonna get her attention. Go crazy, Janet. Go crazy. Do something weird. Go. Go jump, jump. Yeah, keep dancing. Go, keep dancing. Go, 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 go. Yeah, yeah, shake it. Do that, do that, do that butt stuff. Do that butt stuff. That's my friend. She has no idea we're live. She has no idea. Wow. Okay, let's just go over here to Samsung's booth. She's crazy, but she had no idea. Okay, let's just go over here and see what else is going on. All right, so we know Samsung, obviously, really one of the hottest booths of the show. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a step in, go over on the right side of the wall where they have their home appliances and everything. And this is going to be a little crazy, so we'll take our time to get through this. But we're going to come in here through the Samsung booth, okay? And right now, what we have here is really one of the surprises of the year, really. They have their Samsung Galaxy Note 2 here on display. A lot of people were first criticizing the first Note because it was one of those big phablets, but you have people here interacting with them. And it's weird because it becomes more normal with its 5.5-inch screen. Obviously, it's a quad-core processor. You can, with the Android operating system on it. But it's become this thing where people are really enjoying the product. So let's just keep on going through. We're going to make it all the way to the best of CES TV winner, but we're going to keep on navigating through here just to get through all this action here. So this is a really big, bright area where everyone is playing with their mobile devices, with their tablets, with their notes, also with, obviously, the Samsung Galaxy S3. Did you see that 360 move? Yo, did you see? Hey, you know what? We did a Matrix move. Let's just 360 right here. Okay, you ready for the Matrix? Let's go. Oh, Neo, in a circle, in a circle, in a circle. My crew's running around in a circle, too. That was sick. Sick. Okay. Let's go. Whoa. Oh, my gosh. Okay, did you see that? Oh, okay. My cameraman is not dizzy. He's just messing with you all. He almost threw up on the floor. Okay, we're going to keep on coming through here real quickly. Again, really the size and scope of the Samsung booth. They have some of their Galaxy cameras back there. Really one of the most innovative phones right on the market to incorporate, cellular connectivity to be able to upload your pictures. Really cool stuff. But let's just keep on going over this way. All right. This way, that way, sure, whatever way. All right, so this is Samsung's smart home experience. Much like LG, Samsung has a lot of consumer electronics. And we're probably got 5 more minutes left or so. We're almost wrapped up here. Whoa, sorry about that. Human wall. Okay, so everyone's like, okay, what's so special about Samsung? And I've always talked about the ecosystem of how you can get some of your home products really integrated together. I think really out of any company right now that's positioned to do it, Samsung is the one that's going to be able to do this because they have electronics like your washer and dryer, right? They have television sets running an Android operating system. One of the new features of this specific setup with their washer and dryer is the fact that when your laundry is done, it'll alert you on your TV set. Okay, so think about that, just the really truly connected home of getting alerts from your different appliances to show up on your TV set when things like that are done. Maybe something's been like defrosting for a while. Samsung, to me, it feels like they're one of the few companies that is going to be able to bridge that kind of home consumer electronics, home goods and refrigerators and things like that, to be able to integrate them into our phone, into our TV set and things like that. So that's really cool. So there's a desk over on your right side, Jim, so we just want to make sure you're safe here. We don't want to take out your hip. We don't want a hip replacement here. Okay. Hey, how you doing, guys? So we're going to keep on showing this over here. We're going to head over to the TV area in Samsung's booth. Really cool stuff. Run away! Don't run. Hey, wait, guys, come here. Don't run away. Come here, come here. What's your name?
Thomas.
Thomas?
I always watch your stuff on CNET.
Right on, Thomas. Thank you. What's your name?
Chris.
Chris?
Nice to meet you.
What do you guys think of the show here today?
So far, so good. Like, really good.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Is this your first CES?
This is my first CES.
Yeah, this is our first CES.
So you guys are CES virgins?
Yeah, we're pretty much. Not anymore after today.
Have you guys, are you guys here as buddies hanging out?
No, for work actually.
Yeah, for work? Okay, what do you guys do?
I'm a product designer.
Okay.
And then I'm a programmer for Game Genie.
Awesome. Okay, best thing you've seen at the show so far?
Best thing I've seen so far, I would probably have to say NVIDIA. They had a car powered by a graphics card. So that's
NVIDIA's booth, right?
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
I want to say that really giant Samsung TV.
That's a good preview because that's where we're going. Okay, guys, let's do. We like to have fun with our guests here on our show. You guys know we're actually live streaming on the internet right now. You're live streaming. Okay. You guys are like friends. You're like BFFs, right?
BFFs.
Yeah. Okay. What I'd like you to do is hug each other in a warm. No, you don't have to do any kisses. Just hug each other and then look directly in our camera. Hug each other like a real hug. Harder. Okay. Warm embrace.
Does it feel good, guys?
Oh, yeah.
Best friends forever?
Forever.
Forever?
Forever, ever.
And a little back rub as well. That's all right, so you guys are going to get... we actually have some cool stuff to give to you guys.
Cool.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, wow.
Okay, so what shows you guys watch on CNET?
Besides, what's it, gadget reviews? I always for laptop reviews.
Okay.
So I can't remember the show.
Yeah, I just watched a bunch of like the gadget reviews.
Okay. Do you watch the Apple Bite show at all? Have you ever seen that?
Oh, no.
Okay, that's okay. This sticker's not useful to them. Okay, so what we got here is really two cool things. We have a cool hoodie, a large size CNET hoodie that you guys check it out. Max, why don't you jump in camera and show that off to everyone at home? That's a large size CNET hoodie. I'm going to give you a card to get one at our booth. Okay, here you go. Here you go. Just walk up to the booth, say Brian sent you. They'll give you that. Also, we're going to give you a cool CNET pen. And you know, just it's your luck, right?
Thank you. Exactly.
Okay, awesome. So just give us a couple more moments. Also, you guys, Jim, if you point down, yes, that is a banana in my pocket. Here's a tasty, savory, fruity, healthy snack that the both of you can enjoy together.
That was in your pocket.
That was in my pocket. It's a little warm, okay?
Okay.
But thanks, guys, for hanging out with us. We appreciate you watching, all right?
Awesome. Thanks.
All right, cool. Thanks. Okay, we're going to come over here. We're going to really show you the big kahuna, the big finale here. What time is it? It's 11:51. Okay, so let's just go over here, guys. Just roll with me. Oh, I should have showed you. Can I show them the cool displays? Okay, come over here. This is kid in the candy store stuff, right? Like if you imagine, I've been doing this for like 6 years, and CES, I remember when I was in high school, I said I would do anything to come to CES, and so I always kind of want to take that childlike, excuse me, rude. I'm just kidding. He looked at me all mad. I was kidding. Okay. All right, so you always like kind of really impressive displays here at CES. And I'm just going to have Jim roll on this. This is Samsung showing off their smart TV sets, right? And it's a really cool phone. You guys want to be on? We're okay. Stick it right here. But at CES, it's all about like really cool, sexy shows. If you want to tell your friends, it's live right now. Yeah. So you got to like really do some cool things with the arrays of this TV set to get their attention. Look at Jim getting crazy with the Dutch angle, making it look good. All right, I'm gonna do the tap the shoulder game to this guy. All right, if he looks the right way, we'll get a sticker. If he doesn't, we're gonna give him nothing. Okay, watch this. Ready? See how good he is at this game. You didn't even see me. I'm like a ninja, man. Okay, here we go. We have some guys over here that just saw us when we were walking through the Samsung booth. You guys, why don't you come over here real quick? Manny Del Rosario.
Yes, sir.
What's up, bro? Where are you from?
I saw you last year here in Las Vegas.
I saw you too. Honestly,
Yeah.
it's hard to remember. I feel bad. So, what do you like about the show here so far?
I'm seeing all the new technology, all the new products. Trying to get to visualize what's going to be there in the future for us. So it's cool. I mean, being here, it's awesome.
Your buddy Anthony here is a cool cat. He's like the muscle here. He was just standing like, yo, I'm here right now. I'm here. What's the coolest things you guys have seen here so far?
Probably the curved LED.
The
curved OLED.
Yeah,
that's something pretty. We didn't see that last year. We came the last couple years. We didn't see that last year. That's something that's pretty awesome.
You reminded me. We're going to show those people at home. We'll do two things. Yeah, that's a really cool thing.
OLED. The laser mounted flat screen TV, that was pretty awesome. They didn't have that last year either. The 85 and 110 inch LEDs.
That's bonkers, right?
Yeah.
All right.
$1,000 TVs.
Cool. Okay, so for you guys just hanging out with us, we got some cool pens for you. These are our CNET pens. All right, just literally CES exclusives with our cool design. And let me reach in my butt here. All right, here's a couple CNET stickers for you guys. And because we take care of our good people, we're giving out a free hoodie. It's a black hoodie. So if you go to our booth, it's the top of the South Hall, the entryway, we have a huge stage. Give them to the people at the front, and we're giving you a black hoodie with the big old CNET logo on it. All right? Thanks for hanging out. We really appreciate it. All right? Thanks for watching everything. All right. Okay, Jim, so we're going to go over here. We're going to back up a little bit. Okay. Oops, hold on. And let's just go over this way real quickly. So here we go. This is Samsung's new redesigned Smart Hub interface, and what makes it unique is that it has pretty much, think of it as like 5 panels and 5 different areas to navigate. Are you able to switch the panels? Awesome. Anna is awesome. She said, no, you don't have to be on camera. Okay. So if she could just switch the panels while I'm talking about this. So what's interesting is here's your regular TV, and they have this new system called the S recommendation system that allows you to, based on your TV watching habits, it recommends different types of content over here. Now there's also 5 other different panels you can sweep to, so we'll just change the screen here right now, swipe to one of these 5 different things, all right? This is content that you can watch on demand, integrated directly in the Smart Hub, and I really like the cool panel aspect of it. We'll sweep one more time. And then here we go. This is like multimedia content and other stuff that you can do. Anna, can we sweep all the way to the other side? Oh, there we go. Okay, so what's also really cool about this is that social, being able to integrate all your social media and be able to see it right here on the TV set. We know that Samsung has done this with their Smart Hub, but what's really cool about it is now they've changed the interface to just make it really clean. And I don't know, I'm a fan of the panel stuff, the way that it's designed. So we just wanted to show you a little quick preview of the Smart Hub. So we're going to go show you 2 TVs really quick. We will be out of here. Jim's shoulder is like breaking, but we're good. We're good to go. Okay, let's walk this way. Do you mind if I walk behind you guys? Thank you.
Be on TV.
You want to be on TV? Here, say hi to Mom.
Hey, Mom, how you doing today?
All right, there you go. All right, let's go this way. 2 more things to show you guys. But you can really get a sense of just how huge Samsung's booth is. It's really impressive. There's a big crowd over here, and as we look at these TVs, we're going to show you one of their concepts for the first curved OLED. Oops, guys. All right, I'm going to move over here. So here we go. Let's see if we can just navigate through this crowd, all right? Okay. Hey guys, do you mind if we just get a sneak peek in here? All right, thanks. Thanks a lot, appreciate it. Okay, so if Jim, you can just get right up to the front. So if you can capture this, this is Samsung's first curved concept for an OLED. You can see the base of it kind of has that curved bezel. And excuse me, sir, Heath, how you doing?
Yes.
I'm Brian.
I'm not at liberty to do interviews.
Oh, you don't have to be on. Can you just tell me a couple things about this TV? We won't put you on the camera, but just this concept and what really makes it so unique.
Oh, this is just a concept piece that we're introducing this year to showcase the fact that OLEDs are bendable, are flexible, as opposed to a regular LED where you do have the the flat substrate. On this one, you don't have to have that, so it can be flexible. So what it also does is gives the customer a more immersive panoramic view, so they get a little more dimension with the curved OLED.
Okay, that's really cool. And obviously this is a concept, no price, no estimated arrival date to market. It's just to showcase that the technology is possible on this larger scale, right?
If they do, no pricing just yet,
okay.
But if they do bring it to market, it will be closer to the end of the year.
Okay, thanks so much. Thanks for your time.
Certainly.
All right, so we have one more thing to show you guys. This is really, we're gonna be very careful as we walk backwards here, but we really want to show you, this was the best in CES television set, whatever you want to call it. I mean, this thing is a monster. It is beautiful. You know what? We can get a really clean view on that side. Let's just go over there, okay? We're going to take you out to the external side. While we walk by here, I mean, Jim, you can see this is the framed Ultra HD TV set from Samsung. They have this amazing, impressive multi-tier display. These guys come in 85 inches. They come in 85 inches. This is the 110. So let's just take a look at this. This is just amazing, the design. And I know you guys at home, you can't necessarily really see how clear this is, but that looks like a real crepe. Like I could see the sugar. I could see the sizzle of this steak. Excuse me, sir. Can I grab you real quick for a sec? What do you think of this TV set when you look at it?
That's not a window?
Does it look like
That's
just
incredible.
like
I've never seen. It's phenomenal resolution.
Yeah.
That is just like looking at the actual thing. It's indistinguishable, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. You've probably seen a lot of generations of televisions, and I'm not calling you old. I'm calling you a seasoned vet.
39.
Could you ever imagine seeing anything like this?
I actually didn't know they were going to do that. In audio, some people are downgrading their stuff, and it doesn't have to work. But for television, I didn't think it was possible to get this high resolution. The speeds that are required in the processors, I didn't think it was even possible today to get that. That's unbelievable resolution.
Yeah, it really is. All right, guys, so, we just want to give you a really clear look at the amazing 85-inch panel. This is CES's best in show for CES 2003 for TV sets. We hope that you really enjoyed it. We're going to check, before we go, we're going to check our little Fitbit tracker here to see how this is the final stop. How many steps do we have here? Whoever got the closest? 1,060 steps. All right, what that means, if you were closest in guessing that, send me a screenshot of that tweet that you sent me earlier at Brian Tong. tell me what you got. Whoever gets closest, we're going to give them a huge prize pack. But there you have it, just hanging out with us for an hour straight live. We've got to give thanks to Sarah, Max, and Jim, my cameraman. We'll kick it back to you guys on the stage, but hey, you guys, or maybe a break? What is it? Who knows? CES is pretty much wrapped up. There you go. I'm just going to leave it with an amazing, amazing shot of the Samsung 85-incher. They're real, unreal framed. They're framed easel tilting TV set. But you guys at the studio, you can just take it away whenever you want. There you have it.